Conference action as the Monarchs take on the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. Old Dominion 5-8 overall this season in Mike Jones' first year as head coach. They're 1-0 in Sun Belt Conference play, while the Red Wolves come in 10-3 overall for second-year head coach Brian Hodgson, and they are also 1-0 in the league. Hi, everybody. Happy first Thursday of 2025 to you. I'm Ted Alexander. Dennis Wolf, the winningest basketball coach in men's basketball history at Boston U, is here once again. And Dennis, Happy New Year, first of all. Second of all, tall test for the Monarchs against the team that was picked to win the Sun Belt.
It's going to be a very tall test. This is a team, when they have their full roster, Ted, looks like it doesn't really have a weakness. So it's going to be imperative that all the things that Coach Jones talked to you about in your interview, the guys pay attention to. They're going to have to attention to detail, defensive transition, getting a good shot, guarding their men and keeping the ball out of the lane, all vitally important.
Let's get a look at the starting lineups for this evening's contest, brought to you by Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi, the official beverage partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Pepsi, that's what I like. First of all, for our visitors from Jonesboro, Arkansas, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, a 6'4", 177-pound senior from Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, Taryn Todd. He's averaging 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, and a team-high 3.5 assists per ball game. Joseph Pinion is a 6'5", 200-pound junior from Marylton, Arkansas, transfer from Arkansas, averaging 10.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Darian Ford, the glue guy for this team. He's a 6'3", 212-pound junior from Magnolia, Arkansas, another transfer from the Razorback program. He's averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds a game. Isaiah Nelson, a 6'10", 218-pound junior from Atlanta, averages 7.5 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Arkansas State, Rashad Marshall, a 6'8", 225-pound sophomore from Blytheville, Arkansas, a transfer from Ole Miss, and he's averaging 6 points and a team-high 7.1 rebounds a game. Now for the Monarchs of Old Dominion University, Robert Davis Jr., the 6'6", 185-pound sophomore from Detroit, the transfer from UMass, leads the Monarchs with 15 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists. Sean Duragordon is a 6'6", 216-pound junior from Harlem, New York, a transfer from Siena, averaging 12.5 points and just under 7 rebounds a game. Stephon Walker is a 6'7", 216-pound junior from Washington, D.C., a transfer from Bobby Moe, Robert Morris. He's averaging 7 points and a team-best 8.2 rebounds a game. Caleb Swanton Roger is a 7', 227-pound junior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's a transfer from Maryland, averaging 5.5 points and 5 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Mike Jones in his first year as head coach at ODU is Jaden Johnson, a 6'2", 206-pound freshman from Waldorf, Maryland. He's averaging 8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and a team-high 4.1 assists per ball game. Dennis, you got to keep Jaden Johnson out of foul trouble for many reasons, including the fact that this is an Arkansas State team that is going to run up and down the court, going to go deep, play a lot of guys, and try and wear you out. And if you're without your one real choice at point guard, you can get worn out easy if you get in foul trouble.
And I'm sure it's on the coach's mind to not only try to keep him out of foul trouble, but periodically give him a rest.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be totally worn down by the pressure that we're anticipating seeing by the Red Wolves.
All right, the Monarchs played Saturday. The Red Wolves have had an extra 7 days of rest. Do you think this might help them, the fact that they haven't played since hammering Coastal Carolina on December 21st?
You know, I'd say it might hurt them, but I think they've gotten some guys healthy. You know, I think it's debatable whether the game we played the other night helped us at all, even though we played the game. So, you know, I think you can throw all that out. Now the meat of the conference schedule starts here in January, and everybody's got to be ready to go.
They are the highest scoring team in the Sun Belt. They come in averaging 81 a game, and that's a lot of points, Dennis. And to stop them, you've got to play defense, focused defense for 40 minutes, and the Monarchs haven't done that yet this year. They've shown spurts of the ability to do that, but not for 40 minutes.
Well, and Coach Jones alluded to it before the game. You know, they try to drive the ball to the basket if they're not shooting threes, Ted. So we have to be able to control our men one-on-one.
The officials for tonight's contest, Patrick Evans, Stephen Orcus Jr., and Keith Patterson. Arkansas State comes out in the black uniforms with the white and red trim. Arkansas, the number, and State on the front. Names and numbers on the back. They'll be moving from right to left towards the world's largest naval base. Monarchs come out in their white uniforms. Monarchs in Hudson blue across the front, the number underneath. Names and numbers on the back. They'll be moving from left to right toward downtown Norfolk. Tonight's tip-off is presented by Chicho's. Chicho's have been serving more than pizza since 1968. Visit one of their 9 locations today. And wherever you may be on this first Thursday in 2025, happy holidays. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and we're ready for some basketball. Nelson and Swanton Roger, tip controlled by Old Dominion. We are underway from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Man-to-man defense being employed early by these Red Wolves. Dura Gordon to the left baseline, brings it back outside to Jaden Johnson. Chest pass to Stephon Walker, back to Jaden. Jaden down the left-hand side, gets to his favorite spot, goes back to Dura Gordon at the top. 10 to shoot for Old Dominion in this initial possession of the contest. Up and under move. Dura Gordon gets fouled, gets it back, layup good.
And he really has a knack, Ted, of fouling his shot and picking up loose balls.
And Dura Gordon's one of the huge reasons why the Monarchs lead the Sun Belt Conference in offensive rebounds. So they've got a 2-0 lead, 40 seconds into this thing. And here we go with Taryn Todd with the basketball. Marshall, guarded man-to-man by Walker. Back to Todd. Todd down the right-hand side, driving, dishing toward Nelson, and he loses it out of bounds. Wasn't expecting that lively one bounce in close quarters. 2-0 Monarchs, 1 minute in here. Arkansas State had a bunch of down years. Then they hired Brian Hodgson. His first year last year, they got to the 20-win plateau. Here's Dura Gordon. He'll take a right wing three. Why not? Sean Dura Gordon has all 5, and the Monarchs have a 5-0 lead.
Great start for Sean in this game.
Here's Todd to Marshall at the right high post. Ford now with the basketball. Doesn't do a lot of shooting. They don't run a lot of stuff for him, but he's the guy that keeps him cooking. In the left-hand corner, Nelson drives against Swanton Roger, throws it up wildly. Nothing doing there. Ball's tapped around. Grabbed by Nelson. Tries to throw it off a Monarch, but it comes to Jaden Johnson. Monarchs moving from left to right with a 5-0 lead. Johnson quickly into the front court. Gets to the foul line. Takes it. One bounce downstairs for Dura Gordon. Too much traffic there, so he dribbles out of there. Goes to the right blocks. Caleb Swanton Roger turns, fires, misses. Rebound falls into the lap of Joseph Pinion. He finds Ford, who finds his way to the front court to our left. 5-0 Old Dominion, 18 minutes to go in our first half. Todd now between the circles, gets a screen from Nelson, doesn't use it. Drives, dishes. Here's Ford for 3. No good. Rebound, Jaden Johnson. One and done for the Red Wolves' first couple of trips here. Here's Johnson down the stretch. He goes, and it's knocked out of bounds. Shot blocked there by Rashad Marshall.
And the Monarchs have been handling the ball pretty well so far, Ted. If they can continue to move it, reverse the ball some, get into the lane, they're going to be able to run good offense.
Jaden Johnson will inbound. Baseline right. Inbounds to Dura Gordon. He's open for a left wing 3. That's hitting nothing, and it falls into the lap of Isaiah Nelson. Check the sight on that one. Into the corner they go to Pinion. Pinion drives past Dura Gordon, but he had his foot on the sideline. Another turnover there for the Red Wolves.
Now, to answer the question that you asked early on, Ted, maybe the time off has them a little bit discombobulated to start.
On that Saturday, a couple of Saturdays ago, the 21st of December, they beat Coastal Carolina 97-67, led 53-22 at a half. Not a very competitive conference game on that particular night. Here's Robert Davis Jr. One bounce into the low blocks. This is Stephon Walker working against Isaiah Nelson. Puts the shoulder in a couple of times. Up and under move. No, doesn't fire it. Brings it back outside to Johnson. 10 to shoot for Old Dominion, leading 5-0. Jaden Johnson backs up into the corner. He goes to Stephon Walker. Nelson on him. 5 on the shot clock. Gets to the foul line. Rises. Fires. That's no good. And that was not going to go on the best of reel for offensive possessions. Into the front court comes Taryn Todd. Todd goes to Marshall. Marshall stripped of the basketball, but the Monarchs can't hold on. Nice Walker strip there, but Caleb Swanton Roger had it go off his hands, out of bounds. It'll be Arkansas State ball. 20 to shoot, 16:51 to play in the first. 5-0 Monarchs.
Red Wolves are doing a lot of standing around on offense right now, Ted, which is good for the Monarchs.
Todd, baseline right into Nelson, goes back to Todd on the corner, dribbles to the wing, takes the lefty three-pointer. That's no good. Great box out by Stephon Walker for another Monarch rebound. He finds Jaden Johnson, the freshman with the basketballs, into the front court. A screen from Swanton Roger gets him down the right-hand side, throws it up. No fouls called yet. Nothing called yet. That goes off the Monarchs and out of bounds. Couple of turnovers, and the Red Wolves 0 for 3 in the early going. 16:35 to play in our first half. Arkansas State with a win at Memphis. Almost a coast-to-coaster in that big-time victory. And this is Todd to the foul line. Picks up the dribble, goes to Marshall, back to the Todd into the right-hand corner. Todd dribbles into the paint, gets into the painted area, and then loses it. Off the rim, no good. Dira Gordon the rebound, hands to Johnson. Johnson left side to Walker. Walker down the left side, layup no good. Swanton Roger the rebound for Old Dominion. His putback is no good. He gets it again, swings the elbows, has the ball stripped out of his hands, and people are saying not only fouls, but what about infractions? Lawlessness. What's going on here?
Anarchy, Ted.
There we go. That's perhaps a much better word. Then again, you went to UConn. Here we go. Ford to the hole, has it blocked. No foul call there.
It appears the refs are not going to call anything. This is call your own fouls tonight, Ted.
Here we go. Johnson on the left wing. Chest pass to Walker at the top. Jab step. Leaves it for Dura Gordon. Sean gets to the foul line. Rises for the 14-footer. That's no good, but there's a foul. And the whistles work. And hallelujah. We'll get ourselves to a timeout. 15:30 to play in our first half. Old Dominion leads Arkansas State 5-0. Monarch free throws coming up. But first, this message from Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi now, that's what I like.
What? Claire. On Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here.
Well, our defensive efficiency should be pretty good.
Delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Come around to brighter days.
Right now, we're on pace to win 50-0.
Oh, come on, people. Once again, you got to help them out with the rebounds of these contests. You got to have a good rebounder. It's going to be huge.
Supported by people who live and work right here in Hampton Roads. Get started now and unlock your
Especially when you got a bricklayer up there. There we go.
At Chartway.com. Chartway Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility subject to verification.
Not
there we
everyone
go.
can upload an entire image library.
All right, she's got to give a little more effort when it comes to chasing the ball down. Come on now.
While simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing
I turned your mic off. So why did I turn your mic off? Because I don't need to hear anything you have to say until we get back.
And at Cox Business,
plus these folks are going to hear it.
Manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details.
All right, 10 seconds.
Here's Dennis's insight so far. They have not scored.
5,
Check back with me in a few minutes. I'll have a little more to add.
2.
Network.
Well, 5-0 Old Dominion. It's been a 4.5-minute scoring drought for Arkansas State. But the interesting thing is the Monarchs haven't scored in 3:20.
But we're pitching a shutout right now, Ted. And it's about to be Sean Dura-Gordon 7 and the Red Wolves nothing.
He will step to the line for 2 foul shots.
Oh, whoa. I got it.
Dura Gordon averages 12.5 a game. He's got 5 points, 2 rebounds. Jaden Johnson already 3 rebounds for the Monarchs. And here's Dura Gordon. First free throw is no good.
I jinxed him, Ted.
Yes, you did.
The Monarchs have 9 rebounds. They got more offensive rebounds than the Red Wolves have rebounds in total.
One more for Dura Gordon. And this is a team, again, the highest scoring team in the Sun Belt, so they can score in bunches as Dura Gordon hits the second. It's 6-0 Old Dominion. And Taryn Todd into the front court. Guarded man-to-man by Jaden Johnson. Looks to get a screen from Pinion, goes into the right-hand corner. Nelson puts it on the deck, stumbles, takes it to the hole, throws it off glass, no good. And the Monarchs, for the 3rd time today, lose it out of bounds.
Well, Nelson was spending a lot of time prior to the game practicing his half-court shots, Ted. So
and he finally hit one.
He did, but his going to his left runners they need a little work on that.
Yeah, he's 0 for 2 from the field. Steal by Robert Davis Jr. off the inbounds as he was more aggressive than Pinion to get to the inbounds pass. Monarchs into the front court have a little more juice than their opponents from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Jaden Johnson to Caleb Swanton Roger at the top of the circle. Holds the ball out, hands it to Robert Davis. He curls, fires. That's no good. Rebound tapped up, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Arkansas State. It's going to go against Pinion. That'll be his first. second on Pinion. Just the second on the team. Monarchs will have 20 to shoot. Davis Jr. brings it into Jaden Johnson. Johnson to Swanton Roger at the top, hands to Robert. Again, straight away, three. Try it again. This one's no good. A little strong. Marshall the rebound for Arkansas State. Gets the ball to Terrence Ford, who's into the ball game. He's a 6'1 sophomore from Chicago. To Nelson. Now they get the ball to Darian Ford. No relation. Darian Ford down the right-hand side. Burrows his way toward the hoop and can't make a layup. That goes off the iron. Monarchs swoop it away. 14:25 to play in the half. 6-0 Old Dominion. This is the type of thing where you'd want the Monarchs to take more advantage of the Arkansas State Red Wolves' inability to get off the box. And that was going to be a throw it away. They tried to alley-oop at Swanton Roger. He got interrupted on his way to the hole by Terrence Ford. No foul was called, and the ball sailed harmlessly out of bounds.
Ted, I would totally agree with what you said last. To go 6 minutes, play good defense, and only be up 6, you like them to be up more.
All right, R.J. Blakeney's into the ball game. Denny Pound's into the ball game. Playing defense right now against Terrence Ford and Arkansas State.
And the freshman Hill for them, who had a big game in their last game.
He's into the ball game. 6'11", highly touted freshman at 26 against Coastal Carolina. This is Marshall against Pound. Spins on him, up and under move, fires it wildly, no good, and that goes off Arkansas State and out of bounds. Ford tried to crash the board and couldn't hold on to the ball, and it's the Monarchs' possession with 13:55 to play in the half.
I would say this is the best individual defense for a 6-7 minute period the Monarchs have played so far this year, Ted.
Monarchs just 2 for 11 from the field, and they say the biggest improvement for Arkansas State this year is on the defensive end as well. But offensively, the Red Wolves just 0 for 8 to start this game. So let's set the lineups for you. It'll be Blakeney and Johnson, along with Ben Nacy, Robert Davis Jr., and Sean Duragordon. Nacy hands the ball back to Blakeney. Blakeney against the much longer Josh Hill. Left-hand side to Jaden Johnson. He's picked up by Ford. Great screen from Nacy. Gets Jaden Johnson some room, but he can't hit the jumper. Ford has the rebound.
And
Monarchs
that's
2 for 12.
Good shot for him there, Ted. That's a shot he's made.
Ford into the paint. Picks up the dribble right there. Loops the ball back. Gets it back at the top of the circle. Drifting to the left-hand wing. Terrence Ford Jr. Marshall comes out to set a screen. Ford doing a lot of dribbling. Goes down the right side. Double pumping layup is good. And the Red Wolves will prevent a shutout tonight in Norfolk. 6-2 Monarchs. Also into the lineup, Avery Feltz, a sweet shooting deep shooter. Here's Robert Davis Jr. for a 16-footer, and they're going to call, I think that's Ben Nacy's foul on the screen.
Yeah, and that's confusing to me, Ted. They've let a lot of contact go, and Ben didn't seem to have too wide a base on that screen, and yet he gets called for a moving screen.
So let's see. Avery Feltz and Terrence Ford, along with DeAndre Dominguez, Rashad Marshall, and Hill, attacking the bucket to our left, down 6-2. Ford down the right side, gets tripped up, loses the basketball. They'll call a late foul there. It'll go against Caden Diggs, who's into the ball game. A lot of subs going on here.
Well, I don't think he's happy with what went on with his starters, Ted, so he's gone to his bench to try to get a little energy.
No doubt. Here's Ford. Doesn't use the screen from Hill. Dominguez at the top. Fakes the three, takes it down the left-hand side, travels, spins, fires, and hits. DeAndre Dominguez, who had 16 and 11 in the Arkansas State win over Old Dominion a year ago, has his first two, and it's 6-4.
And also a transfer from UMass like Robert Davis Jr.
High post left side, Stephon Walker, hands to Caden Diggs. Diggs to the right elbow, rises and fires and misses. Monarchs one and done, but then Blakeney steals it from Dominguez. Into the corner. Here's Blakeney. This is a three. In and out, no good. Ford the rebound. Blakeney, good effort to get the ball back, but missed another three. Here's Hill. His three is good. He only had 6 of those against Coastal last time out.
And he'd been injured early in the season, Ted, and it's clear just by that release what a talented player he is.
7-0 run for Arkansas State, and suddenly the Monarchs' offensive woes come to the fore. Here's Walker, almost walked, puts it on the deck, gets into the paint, forces up the left-handed shot. It's good, and he's fouled, and yes, it counts. Marshall will pick up the personal foul. 11:39 to play in our ball game's first half. And it's 8-7 Old Dominion. A little snoozy. We understand that. Monarchs won for their last 12, but that one was just a moment ago. So be happy and stay with us here on the ODU Sports Radio Network. At Centera,
Clear.
and when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
For some, it's just a game. But you know it's more. It's knowing a team can do more than any one individual can do alone. We agree, and that's how we play. At Town Bank, we believe in partnering with you. We support your dreams, and we prove it every day by helping make dreams reality. Town Bank, a Town family of companies, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC.
Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spine and scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists is proud
10,
for Old Dominion University.
5, 4, 3.
Network.
11:39 to play in our first half. 8-7 Old Dominion. Pleased to be joined by David Strickland once again with the numbers here. And how about this, Dennis? The teams are combined 6 for 26 from the field.
Yeah, it's not a shooting clinic going on here right now, Ted.
Stephon Walker will try and complete the three-point play. The junior from Washington, D.C. Up with the right hand, and no good. Second position rebound comes down to Dominguez, and here's Ford into the front court. Just to the right-hand wing, chest pass to Hill. Hill catches and fires, and that's what he does. That's what he does, folks. 2 for 2 from 3, and it's 10-8.
Well, and again, and the minute he has his feet set, Ted, and he's 6'10", so it's hard to really challenge that.
Here's Robert Davis Jr. trying to catch fire. Goes one bounce to Swanton Roger in the left blocks. He's in the blocks, turns and fires it up off glass. No good. Rebound. Nelson tips it to himself. Now it's Taryn Todd into the front court. Down the right-hand side, he goes, runs into Jaden Johnson. Shot no good. No contact called there. And Johnson has the break leading basketball. Leaves for Walker. Walker with a head of steam to the right blocks. Nelson tries to pat the ball away. Can't do it. Stephon Walker gets by Isaiah Nelson, runs into traffic. Swanton Roger into the corner. Blakeney will fire a three from there, and that's in and out, no good.
Yeah, that was another odd possession, Ted. A little bit too much passing right next to the basket.
Here's Ford at the other end. Goes through the lane against the man-to-man defense of Robert Davis Jr. Steps back and forth and yo-yos and goes off glass and hits the layup. Nice in-and-out move there from Terrence Ford. His second field goal. It's 12-8, largest lead of the night for Arkansas State is right now at 10-11 to play in the first half.
And that's where we're going to have to really sit down and guard when we end up in those switching situations.
Ball tapped away from Swanton Roger. And you can't have Blakeney shooting 14% from three, shooting back-to-back threes. I mean, come on.
Well, certainly that early in the shot clock.
Here's a jumper from Johnson that's no good, and the Monarchs remain ice cold on this chilly Thursday. Ford into the front court to our left. Guarded by Stephon Walker. Now they switch off. He goes to Wilson at the top. Swanton Roger has that man-to-man assignment. Nelson, right-hand side, Dominguez. Dribbles to the right wing, will fire and hits. And suddenly the threes have started falling for our visitors from Arkansas.
Well, they've made a couple of baskets here, Ted, and they clearly have become energized on the defensive end.
And they are lighting it up. A 15-2 run. They lead at 15-8. Here's Robert Davis Jr. off the backboard, no good, but it's tapped out of bounds by Arkansas State. Monarchs need to figure a little something out here.
See, with Robert Davis Jr., Ted, they're clearly zeroed in on not letting him catch the ball. He's going to have to work harder without it. And if he doesn't have a clear shot, he needs to pass it and keep moving.
They'll give Robert Davis Jr. that message on the Monarch bench. So it's Duragordon, Walker, Blakeney, Swanton Roger, and Jaden Johnson to inbounds. Loops it into Swanton Roger. Foul line extended left side, leaves for Duragordon. Duragordon spins out of some coverage, brings it back to Jaden Johnson. 10 to shoot for Old Dominion. Jaden uses a screen from Swanton Roger to fire a three, and that's no good. Monarchs aren't even coming close on these. And here comes Todd. Coast to coast he goes. Lefty layup. It's good. Taryn Todd blisters his way from one end to the other, lays it in, and it's 17-8. Mike Jones calls for time. Yikes.
When guys take shots that they shouldn't take, like that's not a good shot for Jaden that early in the shot clock, and then the defensive balance is screwed up, Ted. They're late getting back in transition.
17-8 to score. If you think it's been bad for the Monarchs shooting, listen to this one. The Monarchs are 1 for their last 17. That's horrible. And the shot selection hasn't been very good. You miss shots. I mean, I understand that, but you know, when you're people that shouldn't be shooting threes, a la R.J. Blakeney, who shoots 15% from there. He's already tried 2 of them. And he can be a skilled offensive player, but not from 3. That's just not the idea.
But to me, Ted, a number of them have come way too early in the shot clock. You know, with a team like this that wants to get out to run, you need to make them guard for a good portion of the shot clock, and that hasn't happened in the last few possessions.
Mike Jones looking for the combo that'll get things settled down offensively for the Monarchs, who had a 6-0 lead, now trail 17-8 with 8:49 to play in the half. Here's Johnson, top of the circle. Goes to Duragordon, who scored the first 6 for Old Dominion. The screen frees Johnson, now to Duragordon. He'll fire a 3, and that's no good. It's short. And the Monarchs have gone 3 happy, trying to get back in this thing quickly. Todd, though, has the basketball for Arkansas State. Down low. What a pass to Marshall, who lays it in.
Yeah, this has been a bad stretch. They really need a good shot here, Ted. They need to run some offense.
And get a good shot out of it. And just for fun, make it. Foul line, Johnson brings it back to Blakeney. Jab step against Hill. Goes into the right-hand corner. Stephon Walker brings it back to Jaden Johnson. This is good defense, too. Johnson down the left-hand side. Puts it up with the left. Nobody's fouled.
Ted, one of the things about Arkansas State, on top of having good depth, they have very good size across the board. Their guards are good size, and you know, in the forward positions, they're 6'7", 6'8", and you know they have good team size.
2 shots for Jaden Johnson, who's a 53% free throw shooter. Freshman from Waldorf trying to break this 12-0 run, and he does with the first one. For his first point, 19-9. And we saw teams that can score, Dennis, and you know much more about this than I do, but teams that can score never panic when they're down 6-0 because they can start things, and once they get the motor running, suddenly it's 19-9.
Well, it was almost like they were just, to start the game, working up a sweat. As soon as they made a couple of baskets, everybody's intensity upped a notch, and that's been a problem for the Monarchs.
19-10 as Johnson goes to the bench after hitting both free throws. Looks like it'll be Robert Davis Jr. at the point. Here's Todd straight away. Jab step, goes right-hand side to Ford. He'll hoist a 3. That's good. Terrence Ford has 7.
And the closeout by Robert Davis Jr. was terrible there, Ted. He just kind of came out and looked at him. He didn't have his hands up.
22-10. Holy smokes. It's like rice that's coming out of the bowl after boiling. Here's Robert Davis Jr. firing. That rims the basket, no good. He's not been able to find the range yet. Outlet pass Ford. One bounce Dominguez to Ford again. Asks for a Nelson screen. Gets it. Takes it to the left wing. To the Dominguez. They quickly move the ball around like the Globetrotters here. This is Todd. He backs it out with 14 on the shot clock. Taryn Todd down the left-hand side. Brings it back to Dominguez. Excuse me, this is Nelson's three. Monarchs would love to see him jacking up shots like that. That was a brick, and ODU comes away with the rebound. Again, no Jaden Johnson. He's getting a rest right now. Can the Monarchs get organized? Gordon drives left baseline, loses the ball, picks it up again, and is fouled. Bailed out a little bit right there, tried to make a baseline move, and that's going to go against DeAndre Dominguez, and that'll bring us to another timeout. Monarchs need to reel it in. No field goals in the last 4 minutes and 46 seconds, and they trail Arkansas State here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk, 22-10. This is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Atlantic Bay is all clear. They're also proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Your hometown lender loves helping Monarch alumni, the Hampton Roads community, and beyond create strong financial futures with outstanding mortgage products, local market knowledge, and service that will keep you smiling from contract to the closing table. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS 72043, NMLSConsumerAccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Ashley has your ultimate game plan to bring home the style and comfort and create your perfect space to entertain this season. Score big savings on everything for your home with hundreds of styles in stock and ready for delivery from Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Shop all 6 Ashley and the new Ashley outlets in Hampton Roads and start saving big today.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. Where you lead, they follow. And when you take care of yourself, they can stay healthy and strong, like you. You are the center of their universe. And the first step to their good health is yours. Bonds.
10 seconds.
Emergency care. Health care for the universe of you.
5, 4, 3.
Sports Radio Network.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Bon Secours. With Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your healthcare your way. Bon Secours, primary specialty and emergency care for the universe of you. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf back here at Chartway Arena. Richie Somerville in our Monarch Game Day studios in Virginia Beach, and wherever you may be, glad to have you along. If you know how to make baskets, if you could get yourself to Chartway stat, that would be good. Monarchs trail at 22-10, Dennis. No field goals in the last 4:46.
They're shooting 13%, Ted. They're going to have to be able to somehow get either a drive or some kind of post touch to get something going toward the basket. They've been settling for guarded outside shots, and clearly it's not working.
Robert Davis Jr., Danny Pounds, Stephon Walker, Sean Durr-Gordon, and R.J. Blakeney on the floor. Davis will inbound baseline left. Under the bucket to our right. Brings it into Durr-Gordon in the left-hand corner. Holds over the head. Goes to Walker on the blocks against Isaiah Nelson's man-to-man. Burrows up and under. Brings it back to Durr-Gordon. Again, good defense right there from Nelson. 8 to shoot for Old Dominion. Blakeney gets to the foul line. Downstairs to Pounds. Pounds with 4 on the shot clock. Turns and fires. And no. A couple of bounces on the rim, but wouldn't go. But Nelson knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Monarch basketball.
See, and that's where Ted experienced. Danny had a wide open 8-foot shot, and he somehow dribbled himself into a more difficult shot.
Monarchs lucked out because the Red Wolves knocked that out of bounds. Davis one bounce into the right-hand corner to Durr-Gordon. Durr-Gordon drifts to the wing. Now he goes to the right block. Then we got a whistle downstairs, and an offensive foul will be called on Danny Pounds.
Yeah, one of the things, Ted, that's obvious watching them now for the first 15 minutes of this game, these guys are really hard-nosed on defense. And if they're supposed to be trailing somebody off the screen, they are on his hip, and they're running right through the screens.
Ford gets it to Todd. Todd turns on Robert Davis Jr., then backs it out. 6:15 to go in the half, 22-10, Arkansas State. Ford, a lot of dribbling in front of Stephon Walker, gets into the paint. Turns around, spins, passes it off to Nelson. Nelson holds over the head in the left blocks. He goes to work on Pounds. Nelson spins, puts it up with the right hand, and in.
That's a mature team, Ted. They dribbled into some positions where they looked like they could take bad shots, and they didn't, and waited to get a good shot.
24-10, largest lead of the game is right now for Arkansas State with 5:45 to go. Here's Pounds for 3. That's good. Danny Pounds, 1 for 15 coming in. But you know what? Any port in a storm will take it. 24-13. Here's Nelson at the other end. His twisting layup is no good. Rebound, Stephon Walker, outlet pass, left-hand side. Robert Davis Jr. cuts to the middle of the floor. Cuts to Sean Duragordon, who lays it in. Great pass from Davis Jr. to Duragordon, who lays it in and is fouled, and it counts.
And a good, strong play by Sean taking it up. You know, and Coach Hodgson is all over our man Nelson, who was taking all the half-court shots. The last one was like he was part of the Globetrotter Washington General. Danny Pound's second career three, Ted.
Well, now for the season, he's 2 for 16. It's one of those no, we'll take it. 5:22 to play in our first half, 24-15. Duragordon hits the three-point play. He's got 9. He's got 9, 3 for Pounds, 2 for Johnson, 2 for Stephon Walker. On the other side, you've got 7 for Terrence Ford. Josh Hill has 6. DeAndre Dominguez 5. 2 apiece for Rashad Marshall, Isaiah Nelson, and Taryn Todd. Ford into the front court, hands it to Todd. Todd takes it down the right-hand side, puts it off glass, and it's blocked there by Walker. Score the goal. Just a strong move to the bucket, and nobody shut him off.
Well, you know, for a left-handed guy, Ted, he crossed back over to his right and went up quickly with his right hand. You know, he's a talented guy. He's got good size, and he's only been in college since 1960.
Johnson hands it off to Walker to work it back to Jaden. He's on the left wing to Pounds at the top, fakes the three, takes it down the right-hand side, draws the foul from Hill. The thing is, and this is something you're going to say, Dennis, or have said, you've got to force him to play defense. And you've got to force Arkansas State to play good defense, and Danny did right there.
And I'm going to add to that, Ted, as you and I have talked since last year in regard to Danny Pounds. Eschew the three-point shot, and he has a direct line to the basket, and he's athletic, and he's strong, and he used his body on that play. There's no reason that he's not a bigger contributor for this team.
Well, he got it after sitting out the game at ULM. Coach's decision, got a run against Virginia Wesleyan, played well down the stretch, and is getting more minutes here in the first half tonight. 5 minutes to play in the half. First free throw is no good, and it's still 26-16. Arkansas State. Monarchs led it 6-0, and don't lead it 6-0 anymore. A 26-10 run since then for the team picked to win the Sun Belt Conference. Second foul shot from Pounds is short, and the Monarchs have been horrible from the free throw line here tonight.
Yeah, those 2 misses hurt right there, Ted.
Under 5 to play in the half. Ford and Todd work the top of the circle. Todd guarded by Jaden Johnson. He's back to Ford. Todd sets the screen, freeing up Todd for a pass into the left-hand corner to the other Ford. Darian Ford puts it on the deck, has the double team comes in, goes up, no shot blocked. Duragordon, wonderfully done by Sean. Here's Johnson into the front court. He's on the left-hand side. Ford goes to the steal, doesn't get it. Jaden keeps dribbling. Down the right-hand side he goes. His layup, good, and he's fouled, and it counts. Jaden Johnson was going to keep dribbling till something else happened, and that something else was a trip to the hole, and the end one opportunity for the freshman from Waldorf.
And he's kind of recognized how physical he has to be right here, Teddy. He's not going to allow himself to get bumped off the dribble.
Monarch basketball brought to you in part by High Val Industries. Visit highval.com for all your hydraulic needs. High Val proudly serving their customers for over 45 years. 26-18, Red Wolves. And Johnson's bid for the end one is good. So Jaden's got 5, and the lead is down to 7. It was 14. Rico Helms comes into the ball game. Rico, the 5'8", 160-pounder. Again, got some good minutes as the backup point guard against Virginia Wesleyan on Saturday. Joseph Pinion back in the ball game for Hill. Full court pressure from the Monarchs here with 4:23 to play in the half. Old Dominion just 3 team fouls. And the Red Wolves have yet to go to the free throw line. Here's Todd into the front court, guarded tightly by Jaden Johnson. And we've got a whistle downstairs, and they're going to call Robert Davis Jr. for his first personal foul, the 4th team.
You know, and I was watching that whole play, Ted, from the beginning, and there was no real reason for Robert to pick up a foul there. You just have to disengage and keep following your man.
Toddle inbound, baseline right, as the Red Wolves attack the bucket to our left. Looking, one bounce. Dominguez, layup, no good. Rebound, he gets it himself. Brings it back outside to Ford, right-hand side. Here's Todd for 3. No good. Offside rebound, Robert Davis Jr. Quickly to Jaden Johnson, who leads the break. Left to right, he races, drives, and dishes, and it goes off to Gordon out of bounds.
You know, and that's a tough play there, Ted. He needed to bounce that to him.
Good idea, just not the best execution. 3:56 to play in our first half. Monarchs were down 14. Now the advantage is 7. It's 26-19 Arkansas State. Back to Chartway Arena in a moment on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
At ODU Global, Claire is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or...
Final score, Notre Dame 23, Georgia 10.
It's your degree faster. ODU Global, education for where you are and for where you want to go. For your world. Apply now at online.odu.edu today.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com
I
for
choose
local
not to
inventory,
really
great deals and more.
encourage that
But hurry,
type of
offers
thing.
end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
As the leader in modern indoor comfort across Monarch Nation, Bryant strives to help ODU fans discover premium home comfort. At Bryant, they're focused
Tom
on their
Jones,
customers'
one of my
needs,
favorite
and
singers
they
of all
offer a
time.
proven track
How do you feel
record of
about Tom
success,
Jones?
Just like your ODU
Chest hair.
Monarchs. Bryant Indoor Comfort
No, I was
Solutions
talking
are
more
designed,
about his voice.
built, and supported by a
To my
network of
yep.
industry experts across the state of Virginia. To find your
What was
local
his other
expert,
song? Hey,
visit
Delilah?
10 seconds.
He had a million songs.
He didn't have a million. He did not have a million.
partner of ODU Athletics.
5,
It's not unusual
4, 3.
to be in love with someone.
3:56 to play in the half, 26-19. Monarch basketball presented in part by Team Monarch partner Chartway Credit Union. Chartway Credit Union is the official credit union of ODU Athletics. Chartway Credit Union, big enough to empower you, small enough to remember you. Become a member today. All right. Let's finish up strong in this half. Keep it at about this level. Then regroup. Then figure out how to get some shots done. They've made 3 of their last 3 of the Monarchs.
Well, they're playing hard, and they've matched the Arkansas State's physicality the last 4 minutes, which has been a real positive.
Blakeney, Johnson, Walker, Davis, and Duragordon defending the goal to our left. Here's Ford. Puts it on the deck. Chest pass left-hand side. Dominguez back to Ford at the top. They work the perimeter. Now Ford loses it off his foot. Saved by Pinion. Right near the midcourt stripe. Guarded there by Johnson. Monarchs still in the man-to-man. Here's Todd with 4 to shoot. He's going to launch a long lefty 3, and that's going to hit Zippo and go out of bounds. Shot clock violation. Good defense from the Monarchs here with 3:25 to play in the half. And quickly, Coach Hodgson will go to his glue guy as Darian Ford comes in, and out goes DeAndre Dominguez.
Yeah, he wants to. What is under review?
What happened was the shot clock was dying. Todd took a 3. It hit nothing, fell into the lap of Dominguez, who fell out of bounds. Now, even if the shot clock was 0. Can we get back to our lives now? Yes, we can.
All 30 seconds of review.
Are they? Dave Strickland says all 30 seconds violations are reviewed. That's why we have the review. It's over. Monarch basketball.
And that's why we have Dave Strickland.
Here's Walker at the top of the circle. Holds over the head. One dribble, then he hands it off to Duragordon. Duragordon to the left elbow. Keeps dribbling at the foul line. Burrowing back in. Picks up the dribble there to a cutting Blakeney. He goes up, gets hammered, and misses the layup. He'll go to the line for 2.
They've done a better job of moving without the ball, Ted. So, you know, when someone gets into like a drive, they're not standing and watching him. They're trying to get to an open spot, and that's exactly what RJ did that time.
Blakeney goes to the line. A 48% free throw shooter will get 2 here. First one, clank. No good. Monarchs 5 for 10 from the stripe.
You know, Ted, and one of the things I've noticed with him, if you're watching on his free throw right here, he kind of has his shooting hand in an odd position under the ball. It doesn't really look like it's going to, you know, put him in a good position to make it. But it does that time.
Makes the second one for his first point. Keep in mind, the Red Wolves have yet to shoot a free throw. And they're like the leading team in the conference when it comes to made free throws. So a good job for the Monarchs to stay out of the penalty here. It's a 26-20 ball game. Red Wolves on top, 3 minutes to play, first half. Terrence Ford to the right elbow, now to the right baseline. Skip pass left-hand side to Darian Ford. Drives on Duragordon, gets to the paint. Layup no good. Swanton Roger can't hold on to the basketball. Gets it back to Ford. Now Calum's going to pick up his first personal foul.
You know, and I think Calum was in a good spot until he brought his arms down to try to block it. And I think this will be the first free throws for the Red Wolves.
And it'll be Darian Ford, who's a 79% free throw shooter. They're a 70% shooting team from the line. Ford will get 2. The junior, first one, swish, his first point.
Way too quiet, everybody. Way too quiet. Make noise now.
Second free throw, swish. Didn't come close to the rim either time. 28-20. Monarchs have cut that 14-point lead to 6. Now it's back to 8 with 2:35 to play in the half. Swanton Roger. Top of the circle, hands to Jaden Johnson. Now Calum sets a screen. Jaden drives into the right-hand corner. Here's Robert Davis Jr. for 3. No good. Rebound, Sean Duragordon off the offensive glass. Here's Jaden Johnson, open for a wing 3. Yes!
Jaden Johnson just keeps playing, Ted. You have to admire his.
And there's a block from Swanton Roger at the other end. His moxie for a freshman, I would think, would one thing you describe it. Here he goes down the right-hand side. His layup is good. Jaden Johnson at the offensive end. Swanton Roger at the defensive end, and it's 28-25. Todd picks up the dribble. Fans alive here at Chartway, perhaps for the first time in 2025. Ford burrows, throws it up wildly, and that's going to go in. Terrence Ford has 9.
Well, they're attacking Robert Davis Jr. off the dribble, and he's just got to try to do a better job of standing his ground.
Johnson to Swanton Roger at the top. He's not going to shoot a 3. He'll go back to Jaden. 16 to shoot, 1:25 to play in the half. Jaden loops it to Swanton Roger, and he gathers it in the right blocks, hands it to Robert Davis Jr. Sets a screen. The ball is knocked out of bounds into the second row. 7 to shoot for Old Dominion.
Robert needs to be stronger with the ball right here, Ted. They need to get him going, and he's got to be stronger with the ball.
I think you could say that about a number of the Monarchs in terms of being able to grab the ball and hold on to it, because they seem it gets loose all the time. Inbounds. Here's Jaden Johnson, top of the circle to Robert Davis Jr. 4 to shoot. Stops. He pops. That's not going to draw anything, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. That's a tough ask when you know the defense is going to be all over him, knowing that they're going to try and get him the ball with a short shot clock, and he took an off-balance shot, and it hit Zippo.
Well, they have clearly made guarding him the focal point of their defensive game plan, and to this point, it's worked.
Well, the coach, Brian Hodgson, said Davis Jr. is the best shooter in the league, and they're treating him that way, and he's not the best shooter on the floor here tonight. He's 0 for 6, 0 for 5 from deep. Here's Todd down the right-hand side, has half a step, reverse layup, good.
Yeah, if they don't give him any help.
Blakeney, meanwhile, gets into the paint, brings it back to Stephon Walker. A straightaway 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Jaden Johnson. Hands the ball to Davis in the corner of the 3. Hits nothing. Duragordon there for the layup. Offensive rebound. Monarchs lead the league in that category. And now they knock the ball off Todd out of bounds. Hustle play, Robert Davis Jr.
The Red Wolves have been extremely careless at times here, Ted.
40.8 seconds to play in the half. 28 on the shot clock. A 32-27 Red Wolves lead. And Darian Ford will come in. And Pinion will go out for Arkansas State. Monarchs will inbound right in front of that Red Wolf bench. Far side in the corner. Johnson brings it into Stephon Walker, who quickly hands it back to the freshman. Johnson, a screen from Walker, gets his way down the left-hand lane. Shot, good! Score the goal. It went in anyway. Do we get a foul out of that? No.
No, there was no foul, but
Johnson gets the bucket.
Coach Hodson is all over our man Nelson, who's not really having a stellar first half for the Red Wolves.
32-29. 5.1 second differential
Almost
shot clock.
a highlight of his half was the pre-game half-court shot so far,
where he was 1 for about 23. All right, inbounds comes to Taryn Todd. Picked up at the midcourt stripe by Jaden Johnson. Janet defense from the fans here in Norfolk. Their team was down 14. They've cut 11 out of that deficit. Todd's going to let this shot clock tick, 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 tick. Yo-yo's the dribble. 9 on the shot clock. Now they're going to go to work. Behind his back, Taryn Todd. Snap pass, left-hand corner. Ford takes it to the hole all the way. Right-hand side, Ford for 3. No good. Offside rebound. Tapped by Caleb Swanton-Roger to himself. Here come the Monarchs. Did not get it off in time, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half, which was certainly festive. Monarchs had a drought. At one point, they were 3 for 17 from the field, but they gathered themselves, played some solid defense, and have themselves a ball game. 32-29, Arkansas State leads at the half.
They showed good fight.
Ryan Nadeau's going to come over with our halftime view from the bench. Well, that was festive, Coach. Down 14, what was the key to getting back into it?
Just to play under control and play our pace of game. We don't want this to get too fast up and down. Ball screen coverage struggled a little bit, but we adjusted in timeouts and we adjusted well.
Main message for halftime is what?
Just to keep competing and play hard. The level of physicality has to be maintained that we had in the first half. It was really good, but we got to maintain it for the next 20 as well.
Thank you, Coach. That's Ryan Nadeau with our view from the bench. It's halftime, 32-29. Monarchs trail Arkansas State here in Norfolk, and this is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Monarch basketball clear. Work is presented by Team Monarch Partners, Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Cox Business, you have what it takes, and at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help manage it all. Chartway Credit Union, we're more than a bank, we're where you belong. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global. ODU Global, education for your world. Visit online.odu.edu. Coming up on the Monarch Basketball Halftime Report, highlight
10 seconds.
Plus out-of-town scores and more. Now let's go back
5, 4, 3.
On the ODU Sports Radio Network.
With Dennis Wolf, it's halftime at Chartway Arena, 32-29. Monarchs trailing Arkansas State. And Dennis, sort of a roller coaster of a half. For a while, the Monarchs looked horrible offensively, but they hung in there, and their defense kept them in it, and their rebounding kept them in it.
Well, and you know, they got off to a pretty good start. They had a rough mid-period, and then I thought came back strong at the end. I agree with Coach Nadeau. They maintained their physicality, and they kind of matched how physical the Red Wolves were. And Arkansas State started poorly. They got a big lead, and then they acted like, you know, they were just going to take care of business in a way that they weren't able to, at least in the first half.
Monarchs were down at one point 24-10 with about 6 minutes gone in the first half, or to go, I should say, and they ended up the half on a 19-8 run to make it competitive. So here we are at intermission, 32-29, Arkansas State on top of Old Dominion. This is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Clear.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. Where you lead, they follow. And when you take care of yourself, they can stay healthy and strong, like you. You are the center of their universe. And the first step to their good health is yours. Bon Secours, primary specialty and emergency care. Healthcare for the universe of you.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of ODU Athletics. Just like a football team needs a strong game plan, you need a reliable team to guide you through the home buying process. With Howard Hanna's Buy and Borrow Bundle, they've got your back every step of the way. Their agents are there to help you navigate the field, save time and money, and help you score that winning touchdown, a new home. As the market leaders, buyers and sellers trust Howard Hanna to be their home team. Visit howardhanna.com/Go Monarchs today.
The ODU Monarchs know success starts with a relentless drive to be the best. Ford Motor Company believes this too, delivering a rare combination of power, performance, and smart tech. Ford F-Series is the truck America's hardest working men and women have come to trust, making it the best-selling truck 47 years straight. So whether you're at home or on the road, Ford F-150 is the preferred truck of the ODU Monarchs. Visit your Southern Virginia Ford dealer today, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
This is
I always love when these little
2, 1.
Halftime at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion trailing Arkansas State 32-29. Dennis rebounds. Old Dominion 26-17. That was huge coming in and still is.
And the Monarchs have 11 offensive rebounds, Ted, which is a lot of good work on the offensive glass by Sean, by Kalen. They kept the ball alive, you know, and when you shoot 29% and you're only down 3 at the half, you got to feel pretty good. I'm sure that Coach Jones, talking to them in there, is encouraging them to just keep doing what they were doing the last 6 or 7 minutes of that half.
All right, 3 for 15 from 3. How do you buff that out?
Well, I think they're going to have to screen a little better. You know, when you have Robert Davis Jr. 0 for 7, you know, he's going to have to try. They're taking away his ability to come off screens. They're not going under any of the screens. They're chasing him over the top. He's got to find a way to get an easy basket to get himself involved in this, whether it's a drive to the basket, an offensive rebound, something to get him going.
3 for 15, the Monarchs. The Red Wolves 4 for 10 from beyond the arc. And our 3-point field goals tonight are brought to you by Cooper Hurley. No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley, 333-3333. Halftime, Arkansas State 32, Old Dominion 29. And this is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Clear.
That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. Whew. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
At ODU Global, the journey toward your degree is as unique as you are. Whether it's day
time check, please,
or charting your own course, free credit evaluations help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience, so you can finish your degree faster. ODU Global, education for where you are and for where you want to go, for your world. Apply now at online.odu.edu today.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too hot. Yeah, we've all...
10 seconds.
Every bite is better with Pepsi.
5, 4, three.
Sports Radio Network.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Under Armour. Under Armour proud to outfit Old Dominion University basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. Halftime, 32-29, Arkansas State leads Old Dominion. A quick look at some of the numbers. Balanced scoring for the Red Wolves out of Jonesboro came in at 10-3 overall, 1-0 in the league. 9 points for Terrence Ford Jr., 6 apiece for Taryn Todd and Josh Hill, 2 apiece for Rashad Marshall and Isaiah Nelson and Darian Ford. And let's see, DeAndre Dominguez off the bench for 5 points. They shot 42% for the field. I mentioned 4 for 10 from 3 and just 2 for 2 from the free throw line. On the other side, Monarchs, 2 players in double figures led by Jaden Johnson. He's got 12 points and 5 rebounds, 11 points, 5 boards for Sean Duragordon. No one else has more than 3. Danny Pounds has 3 points, 2 for Stephon Walker, 1 for R.J. Blakeney. And the Monarchs are shooting 29%, 3 for 15 from 3 and just 6 for 11 from the foul line. But the rebounding story, good look for Old Dominion. 11 offensive boards to just 3 for the Red Wolves, and they lead the overall rebounding count 26-17. On the big board, Arkansas State 32, ODU 29. This is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Time check.
5:50, 5:50.
It's
Got it.
no, it's more.
And what break
it's
is this?
knowing a team can do more than
This is 12. I'm next.
At Town Bank. We believe in partnering with you. We support your dreams, and we prove it every day by helping make dreams reality. Town Bank and the Town family of companies, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC.
At Centera, our goal is to improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
Atlantic Bay is all in for home ownership. They're also proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Your hometown lender loves helping Monarch alumni, the Hampton Roads community, and beyond create strong financial futures with outstanding mortgage products, local market knowledge, and service that will keep you smiling from contract to the closing table. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS 72043, NMLSConsumerAccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
Your flagship home for ODU basketball. WVSP-FM HD1 Yorktown. Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1.
Welcome back to the Monarch Game Day Studios in Virginia Beach. I'm Richie Somerville. Let's take a look at what's going on in the women's side of things in the Sun Belt Conference. That's where Old Dominion is playing tonight. They're at Southern Miss. Women's basketball team for the Monarchs leading Southern Miss 33-22 at the half. If Old Dominion holds on for the win here, it'll be their 10th victory of the season against 4 losses. Now for men's basketball in the Sun Belt, here are some more scores for you. 7:50 to go, second half in Boone. Troy leads at Appalachian State 51-47. At halftime, James Madison, who was trailing early to Southern Miss, now leads 33-31. Again, they're at the half in Harrisonburg. Just underway, second half in Atlanta. South Alabama leads Georgia State 33-35. It's South Alabama 35, Georgia State 33. 18 to go in the game. At halftime, UL Monroe leads at Georgia Southern 46-35. Halftime, Marshall 37, Texas State 25. Just underway, second half, Coastal Carolina leads Louisiana 36-27. Top 25 college basketball tonight. Number 21, Memphis leads Florida Atlantic at halftime, 42-32. Final score in from the delayed Sugar Bowl game. Notre Dame advances to the college football playoff semifinal. Final score, Notre Dame 23, Georgia 10. Our score at the half at Chartway Arena, Arkansas State 32, Old Dominion 29. The second half is coming up next on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
This has been the Monarch Basketball Halftime Show. Stay tuned. Second half action is straight ahead on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Monarch Basketball on the ODU Sports Radio Network is presented by Team Monarch Partners, Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Cox Business, you have what it takes, and at Cox Business,
30 seconds.
Manage it all. Chartway Credit Union, we're more than a bank, we're where you belong. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global. ODU Global, education for your world. Visit online.odu.edu. Now let's go back to the arena for
5, 4, 3, 2.
Sports Radio Network.
Back here at Chartway Arena. First Thursday in 2025. Hopefully your holiday season has gone well with family and friends and loved ones and figgy pudding. Here, one half of the books, 32-29 Arkansas State. The team picked to win the Sun Belt Conference leads Old Dominion 32-29. Monarchs, FYI, in that same poll finished 8th. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf, Dave Strickland alongside. Dennis, what do you want to see the Monarchs do early in this second half? And what do they need to do?
Well, I'd like to see them compete with the same physicality, Ted, that they finished the half with. It would be great if they could somehow get Robert Davis Jr. going, but I wouldn't just focus on that. I think I would encourage him to try to get a putback, get to the rim.
My question is, though, he's a scorer. Do you keep going? How do you not get so in search of your first bucket or the hot streak that you keep doing stupid things?
Well,
That's got to be hard.
I wouldn't say he's done stupid things. What I would say is he's forced some shots.
Force, that's the best. That's a better way to put it.
And I think he's got to find a way to make an easy one, Ted. He's got to do what Sean Dura-Gordon does. Try to get an offensive rebound. Try to get in there to where you can get to the foul line and, feel a couple of free throws go through.
Our second half start is brought to you by Centera. At Centera, we improve health every day by providing health plan members with quality, cost-effective health care. For costs and complete details of coverage, visit CenteraHealthPlans.com. Arkansas State will begin the second half with the basketball, moving left to right, black uniforms with white and red trim. 10-3 overall, 1-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. And Taryn Todd has the basketball. He had 6 points in the first half. Man-to-man defense from the Monarchs. A screen from Marshall. Jaden Johnson gets beyond it. Todd still going to work. Takes it down the right side. Floater, no good. Rebound comes down to a bunch of players fell down like bowling balls, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, against Stephon Walker.
And, and one of the thoughts I had, Ted, and I'd keep an eye on this, there was a lot of complaining by the Arkansas State bench about the officiating, and the Monarchs were only called for 5 fouls in the first half. So it'd be interesting to see if they tighten it up.
Pinion loops it in toward Darian Ford, who rescues it by the midcourt stripe, turns around and goes against Dura-Gordon, but a pass to Pinion between the circles. Left-hand side, Ford, back to Pinion. Pinion's guarded by Stephon Walker. Into the corner they go for Isaiah Nelson. Caleb Swanton-Roger playing way off him. He tries to penetrate, goes to the left-hand corner, driving outside to Darian Ford, fakes the three, takes to the hole, running one-hander good.
Yeah, and that was very good ball movement. They showed a lot of patience and attacked the closeout.
34-29, Arkansas State accomplishes their first possession mission. Here's Caleb Swanton-Roger, turns on Marshall from the top of the circle, goes to Robert Davis Jr. on the right. One bounce, right block, Sean Dura-Gordon brings it outside. Johnson quickly, left-hand side, wide open three for Walker. That's short, follows his own shot, gets the rebound, takes to the hole, reverse layup, no good, tapped up, no good, tapped up again, no good. Dura-Gordon has it again, it's knocked out of bounds, last touch by Arkansas State Monarch basketball.
Yeah, if I were the coaches at Arkansas State, I wouldn't be on the refs on this. Their guys have not fought hard enough on the defensive board, and the Monarchs have been all over the offensive glass.
Inbound to Davis Jr., left wing three, no good. Rebound comes down to Pinion, taken away by Walker. He misses a layup. Monarchs missing more layups here. And finally a foul is called, and they're going to get a jump ball out of the deal.
a jump ball.
Oh, you can't miss layups in this league. You can't miss layups.
Well, particularly when they're putting so much effort into rebounding the ball.
You're doing the hard stuff.
You have to applaud how hard these guys are working on the offensive glass.
But get the payoff and make it. Here's Walker. Davis Jr. on the right-hand side. A screen from Swanton. Roger gets Robert to the right elbow. Brings it back outside to Johnson. Johnson chest pass to the left wing to Duragordon. Back to Jaden. Jaden drives down the right side. Takes it the hole. Layup no good. Tapped up no good. Who's going to come down with the basketball? Marshall of Arkansas State. Monarchs had several opportunities to cut into this 34-29 lead. Couldn't get it done. Meanwhile, Todd left open for a three. Top of the circle. No good. Swanton Roger, the one-and-done rebound for Old Dominion. Outlet pass right-hand side. Jaden Johnson. He slows things down. Mike Jones from the coaching position barking out instructions. His freshman takes it, gives it to Swanton Roger, lays it up and in.
And another good call by Coach Jones to empty the side out so Caleb was rolling into space.
And he got his first field goal via the layup. There's a block shot from Swanton Roger. One of the top shot blockers in the Sun Belt Conference. It's a 34-31 Red Wolf lead, 17:48 to go. If you're just joining us, Monarchs trailed by as many as 14 in the first half. Now that lead is 3. Here's Nelson burrowing against Walker. He shuts him off, brings it back outside to Taryn Todd. Todd gets a screen from Pinion. Now backs off it. Robert Davis Jr. in front of Todd, who spins, falls down. That's got to be steps. That's not a foul on Robert Davis Jr. You got to be kidding me. Welcome to bad call.
Well, that's what I said to you earlier, Ted. If I was coaching on the Old Dominion side, I would be on the officials right now.
Meanwhile, the inbounds pass leads to a layup, but he can't make it, can Pinion. But Arkansas State comes away with it with another opportunity to build on this lead. 4 to the hole. Lefty blocked by Swanton Roger again. Nelson comes up with it again. Another chance for Arkansas State with 7 to shoot. Nelson puts it on the block by Swanton Roger again. Who's going to come up with it? Here's Jaden Johnson spinning over the midcourt stripe. Leaves it for Robert Davis. The 3. No good. But a foul is called and will go to the line for not 1 or 2, but for 3.
It is amazing to me, Ted, in these scramble situations, how often the other team fouls Robert Davis Jr. when he's shooting an impossibly deep 3. So hopefully this will get him. It'll get him going here. Hopefully.
17:07 to go.
That was a heck of a stretch by Caleb there, Ted. He was a factor on every shot they took.
See if we can get some block numbers here just for fun. 6 blocks for the Monarchs.
Robert Davis Jr. with 3 shots.
So Robert Davis Jr. leading the Monarchs in scoring with 15 a game, looking for his first of the night with 17:07 to go. He'll get 3 free throws. First one good.
Hopefully this will get him going.
It's a cliche, but there's a reason for cliches, Dennis. You see the ball go through the basket off your hand. It's got to make you feel better about everything.
That is correct, Ted.
Second one is good. It's 34-33. I don't know if this game's been tied at all. Thank you, David. He could be telling me anything, and I'd say, okay.
You almost have like a Karnak ability to see into the future. He is Karnak.
34-34, fresh ball game, 17 minutes to decide it here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. The preseason pick to win the league, Arkansas State taking on the upstart Monarchs. Todd down the left-hand side, puts his shoulder into Johnson, misses the layup, but there's Marshall who's going to get blasted by Swanton Roger, who gets blasted himself, and Rashad Marshall will go to the line.
Yeah, and they may want to take a look at that, Ted, because I'm not sure that was a basketball play.
FlailingElbows.org?
Yeah.
Danny Pounds quickly off the bench. And Caleb's going to get some work.
And he deserves the hand he's getting. Caleb was very active.
Marshall, a 69% free throw shooter. His first one is good. He's got 3 points, and it's a 35-34 Arkansas State lead. And he calmly knocks down both. Johnson Walker, Duragordon, Pounds, and Davis Jr. on the floor for Old Dominion, attacking the bucket to our left. Johnson to Pounds at the top. He'll hoist a three. That's no good. He's 1 for 2 from deep. That's not his shot, though, although it was an open shot. Here's Ford into the corner, back to Ford, the left wing. Takes the ball down the left side, throws it up. No, but he draws the foul. See that, again, you're going to tell you, here's what you're about to say, Dennis. Bad shot there leads to the breakout, and a better shot there and costs you a foul.
And I would add, Ted, that it was a wide open shot he had.
But maybe there's a reason.
But it also was like 5 seconds into the possession, and you want to make them guard you a little bit more. So then it led to everything that you added after that.
All right, Darren Ford hits the first. He's got 5 points, gets one more here. It's 37-34, 38-34. So 4 straight free throws for the Red Wolves, and they've broken a 34 all-time and lead at 38-34, 16:25 to play. They're 9 for 14 from the free throw line. 6 for 6. The Monarchs are 9 for 14. Here's Jaden Johnson going back and forth at the top of the perimeter. Now he takes it down the right-hand side, jump stop move, and he draws the foul. And Todd can't believe it. That'll be his third.
It's the same kind of call they made at the other end on Robert Davis Jr. The offensive player looks out of control, yet you're bailing him out with a foul.
Monarchs will inbound baseline right. We'll need to get some perspiration off the floor here. Don't forget Monarchs and Southern Miss here at Chartway Saturday afternoon. Our coverage begins with the Toyota pregame show at 3:30. And then the Monarchs and Golden Eagles tip it off here Saturday at 4. All right, here comes Jaden Johnson to trigger the play. Into Robert Davis Jr. Long two, a little bit long, no good. Rebound comes down to Marshall, gets clotheslined.
Well, and that was really the first time an Arkansas State guy went after the defensive rebound the way you would expect them to go after it.
Pounds picks up the personal. Second on Denny. And the Monarchs already have 5 team fouls, to your point, Dennis. 16 minutes to go. It could be a free throw fest for Arkansas State, thanks to their crabbing at halftime.
And Terrence Ford is in the game now, and he was a real spark plug for them in the first half.
He jacks up a right wing three and hits it. There you go. So from 34-34, it's suddenly 41-34, and the Monarchs are headed toward the Bermuda Triangle. Storm clouds on the horizon. The compass is spinning around in circles. And the Monarchs need to figure out a way to keep from going down the drain here. Here's Duragordon down the left-hand side. Spins in the lane. Ball slapped away by Pinion. Duragordon grabs it and gets the foul called on Pinion.
Sean gets in there and fights for the ball.
Yes, he does. They'll charge the foul to Terrence Ford. That'll be his first. 15:32 to play. Monarchs and Red Wolves get a chance to talk it over. 41-34, a 7-0 run from Arkansas State. Is that a sign of things to come, or can Coach Mike Jones get his Monarchs back on track? We'll find out when we continue on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Looking for the perfect spot? Clear. And dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
The ODU Monarchs know success starts with a relentless drive to be the best. Ford Motor Company believes this too, delivering a rare combination of power, performance, and smart tech. Ford F-Series is the truck America's hardest working men and women have come to trust, making it the best-selling truck 47 years straight. So whether you're at home or on the road, Ford F-150 is the preferred truck of the ODU Monarchs. Visit your Southern Virginia Ford dealer today, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
It's like trying to figure out the Da Vinci Code.
The finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember,
no 10 seconds.
This is Old Dominion basketball on the
3, 2.
15:32 to play here in Norfolk. Arkansas State 41, Old Dominion 34. Time for our Food for Thought, brought to you by Food Lion. Dennis, feed me.
Well, in order for the Monarchs to win this game, Ted, they're going to have to get Robert Davis Jr. and Stephon Walker going. They're a combined 1 for 16. At the same time, the Monarchs have done a good job on Nelson, Ford, and Pinion. Between them, they were combined 1 for 15. So I think something's got to give here. And Robert Davis Jr. has shown the ability to shake off a bad start and hit some shots. So hopefully that's what the second half will hold here, Ted.
Sean Duragordon goes to the stripe for 2 shots. Hits the first for his 12th point. 41-35 Arkansas State. Monarchs still shooting just 26%, holding Arkansas State to 38% from the field. 2 for 2 goes Sean Duragordon, the transfer from Siena. And he's right at his average. 41-36. Ford on the left wing. Goes to the other Ford. Darian swings it to Pinion. Back to Darian Ford between the circles. Looks up, sees 18 on the shot clock. Drives down the left-hand side. Stopped there by Duragordon. Puts his shoulder into him. Gets in the paint. Spins, fires, misses. Rebound off Duragordon. Ford saves it, but to R.J. Blakeney. Quickly to Jaden Johnson. Johnson from right to left. Gets it to Blakeney. Blakeney swings it left-hand side to Davis. Now to RJ. RJ, short corner. Brings it back outside to Johnson. Johnson burrows. Almost loses the basketball. 17 to shoot. They settle it down. Good play. Screen from Walker. Frees Johnson down the left-hand side. Drives. Dishes to Stephon. Layup blocked from behind by Pinion.
Oh, that should have been a basket. Stephon needs to go up a little stronger there, Ted.
Terrence Ford with the basketball. Hit his last 3. Chest pass into the corner to Darian Ford. And he's going to be fouled by R.J. Blakeney.
You know, we discussed this after the game against Virginia Wesleyan, Ted. RJ just has a tendency to lift out of his stance at a ball fake. And, you know, he needs to, stay down.
Monarchs no field goals for the last 3:23. They trail at 41-36. This game was tied with 16:52 to go at 34. Since then, a 7-2 run has given the Red Wolves this 5-point advantage. Here's Pinion, right-hand corner, jumper. No, but his foot was on the sideline. Was that a foul?
I think it was a moving screen on Nelson.
All right, they'll give the foul to your boy Nelson.
Who continues his good play for the Monarchs.
Reason Dennis has a burr in his saddle about Nelson is he was in front of us before the game warm-ups, trying to hit a 3. You know, you hit the 3 from half court and run into the locker room. Well, he couldn't do it, and so we were getting on him a little bit as he was throwing up brick after brick. Ended up banking one in late.
Which was the best play he's had since he stepped foot in the Chartway.
Johnson between his legs, now to the right elbow. Chest pass to Duragordon on the right side. Euro move, drive, dish, layup, good. Stephon Walker, the beneficiary.
Nice job by Sean Duragordon.
41-38, Red Wolves, 14:08 to play. Ford to Ford. Take a deep breath between the circles as he yo-yos the dribble behind a Nelson screen. Goes back and forth and loops it to Nelson, who misses the layup, gets it back, throws it up. Nobody's foul. Rebounding battle so far. 33-27 for the Monarchs.
And the Monarchs had a pretty good advantage, and the Red Wolves have been tightening it up in the rebounding department the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yep. And here's Isaiah Nelson, an 82% free throw shooter, trying to keep the Red Wolves perfect at the line. Arkansas State 6 for 6 from the free throw line thus far in this particular basketball contest. First one's good. Touched just about every part of the rim. Donovan Raymond, his first moments here. And Dennis, let me just tell you this. This Arkansas State team is a perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, and what I was going to say to you, Ted, is we're 6 minutes in, and the Monarchs already have had 7 fouls called on them. So it's what I was fearful of when the half started, Ted.
2 for 2 goes Isaiah Nelson. It's 43-38. So they're going to have problems with the foul situation as this game unfolds. So that means they better start shooting better than 27% from the field. Here's Johnson with a screen from his teammate, Dura Gordon. Has it on the right elbow, brings it back to Robert Davis Jr., 10 on the shot clock, hounded by Terrence Ford's man-to-man defense. Takes it to the left-hand wing, finds himself some space, fires, misses. Long rebound, comes down to Terrence Todd. Headman pass, Dominguez, he's ahead of the field, layup is good.
See, one of the things you can't do, Ted, and Robert just did it on that possession, if someone's dribbling into the lane, you have to cut to the basket. You can't keep drifting out toward half court.
45-38. Danger time for the Monarchs end this ball game. Here's Johnson, step back, 18-footer. In and out, no good. They can't buy one. Nelson, the rebound. Gets it to Ford on the left-hand side. Ford puts it on the deck, drives, Burrows, layup good. Too many layups that they're making. Too many layups the Monarchs are missing, and this thing's slipping away fast.
Well, that's another one-on-one defensive thing where we just have to dig in and keep the guy out of the lane, Ted.
47-38. 12:42 to go. Johnson, right-hand corner. Duragordon drives, layup, no good. Another missed layup. Sean gets his own rebound and is fouled going back up. And Brian Hodgson can't believe it.
Well, he's gotten almost every call this half, Ted, so I don't know what his argument would be on that one, but
5th team foul on Arkansas State. Now, the Monarchs have an opportunity here, but they're only 11 for 16 from the line. Duragordon. He's kept up his end of the bargain. First one's good. 14.7 rebounds for Sean Duragordon. He leads the Monarchs. Jaden Johnson has 12. No one else more than 4. Robert Davis Jr. 0 for 10 from the field. 3 for 3 from the foul line. Second free throw. Good from Duragordon. And Sean has kept up his end of the free throw bargain. He is 6 for 7 from the stripe, and it's 47-40. Donovan Raymond, a quick run. Now Caden Diggs into the ball game along with Caleb Swanton, Roger, R.J. Blakeney, Jaden Johnson, and Robert Davis Jr. Monarchs playing defense against an Arkansas State team that's shooting 39% and 5 for 11 from 3. Monarchs 3 for 19 from deep. Here's Marshall handing it back to Terran Todd. Goes behind his back at the foul line, steps back for a 16-footer. That one's no good, but he's fouled by Swanton Roger. That will put the Monarchs over the limit.
And that's something you don't want to do is foul a guy shooting a mid-range jump shot.
2 shots for Terran Todd, a 60% foul shooter. Arkansas State 8 for 8 from the line. First one's good.
Arkansas State is going to be a hard team for the Monarchs to pressure because they have 3 good ball handlers in at almost all times.
Ben Nacy into the lineup for Caleb Swanton Roger, who has 4 blocks for the 4th time this season tonight. Second foul shot. Good. Effortless foul shots for an Arkansas Red Wolf team. It's now 10 for 10 from the line. 49-40. A 15-6 run has gotten this advantage for Arkansas State since this game was tied at 34. Blakeney, pop 3, no good. Rebound. Nacy tries to chase it, but he saves it to Marshall. Marshall gets it to Todd. 5 on 4. Nacy hustles, get back in the picture. Todd spins, brings it back outside. Dominguez now to Ford. Terrence Ford takes it down the right side into the corner. Here's a 3 from Todd. That's no good. Rebound. Dominguez soaring for the offensive board. Put back good, and he's fouled. And the check engine light has just come on here at Chartway Arena because the Monarchs are in deep trouble. 11:38 to play, an and one opportunity for Dominguez on the way, and it's a 51-40 lead for Arkansas State. This is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Not everyone can upload it.
Clear.
While directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business General terms.
Atlantic orthopedic specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spine and scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists is proud to be the team physicians for Old Dominion University.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a cubano. Yeah, it sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night,
Is this
it'll be a
14,
sandwich
Richie?
worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy.
Correct.
But one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite.
All right, stand by. 5 seconds. 4, 3.
Radio Network.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay is all in for your home loan needs. Call today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf, here at Chartway Arena watching the Monarchs take on the team picked to win the Sun Belt Conference. They were down 14 in the first half, got to within, 32-29 at intermission. Actually tied the game at 34, but since then, a 17-6 run, and it's 51-40. Monarchs in trouble here, Dennis.
Well, the defensive transition has really been lax the last 2 or 3 minutes. They've missed some shots, and that's going to happen in these stretches, Ted, but they can't get outrun, and Arkansas State has been beating them down the floor 2 or 3 consecutive times.
Caleb Swanton-Roger, Stephon Walker, R.J. Blakeney, Jaden Johnson, and Sean Duragordon on the floor for Mike Jones and the Monarchs with 11:38 to go. Dominguez free throw is the first miss of the night from Arkansas State. So it remains 51-40. Johnson into the front court against the man-to-man defense of Terrence Ford. They run the weave on the perimeter. Johnson still has it, gets to the foul line, goes down the right side into the corner. Stephon Walker's three is no good. Long rebound comes out, and it's grabbed there by Taryn Todd. Monarchs still have a miserable record from three. Meanwhile, Ford at the other end bangs one.
Well, that was not a good three by Stephon because that's not really his game. And then again, bad transition, leaving a trailer wide open for a three.
They've matched their largest lead. It's 54-40. Here's Duragordon with an elbow jumper that's in and out, no good. Rebound tapped off Arkansas State and out of bounds. It went off Dominguez. They can just ask me.
It looks like they're guessing here on that one, Ted.
Monarchs 3 for 22 from beyond the arc. Inbound, Johnson to Robert Davis Jr. High post right side to Swanton-Roger, back to Robert. Now to Jaden Johnson. Asks for a screen from Kalen. Gets it. Takes it down the right-hand side. Puts it off glass and in. Jaden Johnson. What an impressive freshman Jaden Johnson is. That's his first field goal and first points of the second half.
But a strong move, and the type of move you have to make in a game like this, Ted.
54-42, 10.5 to play. Plenty of time for a comeback. The Monarchs have to get things started at the defensive end. Here's Taryn Todd. Looping pass. Marshall makes the catch. Burrows to the other side of the bucket. Almost loses it. And a late foul.
Wow.
There. Wow. Holy smokes.
And that's a terrible call.
They're going to call that on Caleb?
And
Yes,
the
they
guy
are.
knows it.
That'll be his fourth. And that's going to change the course of the ball game because the big fella's going to have to come out.
Yeah, he's over there telling Coach Jones right now he missed it. Doesn't do the Monarchs any good.
Marshall to the line. He's 2 for 2. First one's good. In will come Stephon Walker for Caleb Swanton-Roger.
That's a big call. Gets him his fourth foul. He held his ground.
Second one from Marshall. Good. He's got 6 points, and the lead is 56-42.
He's upped his motor in the last few minutes for the Red Wolves.
Yep. Here's Duragordon taking it into the paint. Draws the foul from Pinion. And Pinion doesn't like that one as he picks up his third.
Well, if I were on defense on either side here, Ted, I really wouldn't have a sense of how you could guard your man because, any little type of physicality is being called right now after it wasn't called in the first half.
Gordon back at the line. 2 shots for Sean. Trying to cut into this 14-point lead. First free throw's good. One more for the 6'6" junior from Harlem. Second foul shot up with the right hand and good. 56-44, 10-10 wins to play. Terrence Ford, effective floor game.
Well, he's been the difference in the game, Ted, off the bench for Arkansas State.
Now Todd, right block, uses the left-hand dribble against the smaller Jaden Johnson. Spins, great spin moves. The drive, dish to Marshall, layup, no good. Marshall almost had the rebound, but couldn't get it away from the Monarchs. And here comes Jaden Johnson right to left. Monarchs trying to come back from a 14-point deficit again. Double pumping layup, no. Gordon, yes, for the putback.
Sean Gordon, it's almost like he's got a magnet to an offensive rebound. He's pulled right to it.
56-46, 9:27 to play. Ford and Todd working the perimeter for Arkansas State. To the elbow. Todd looping it down toward Marshall, knocked out of bounds. And we got a foul called on Jaden Johnson. The fans aren't going to like that.
Well, I mean, that was a turnover. I don't know. Maybe there was a little bit of contact on the roll there, Ted, but
what it means is since they're in the double bonus, it's 2 shots for a guy that hasn't missed tonight.
Well, 2 shots for the next 10 minutes.
Correct. Avery Feltz back in the ball game, or is about to come back in the ball game. Marshall's first foul shot is good. You give them enough chances, they're going to heat up at the line. And this dude doesn't need any more chances. He's 6 for 6. One more coming. Check it, 5 for 5. Marshall's next free throw is no good. 57-46. The Monarchs have a run in them. 9:15 to go. Plenty of time, but they've got to be efficient. Shoot better than 26%. That's their field goal. They're 14% from 3. Here's Blakeney to the hole. Gets fouled. Taking it up strong. He'll go to the line.
Well, you can almost predict that RJ was going to try to make that move. That sweep and drive to his right when he's anxious to make a play is what he goes to.
He's 1 for 2 from the line for 1 point. Also 3 rebounds.
RJ Blakeney with 2 shots.
Blakeney will get 2. First one is no good. One of the things Dennis Wolf did when he was on Jeff Jones' staff here at Old Dominion was he was the free throw shooting guru. And you bring up an interesting point about RJ's motion.
Well, it's almost like he's got too much of his hand too high up on the ball, but
he bricks 2 of them right there. And you can't get back into ball games with missed free throws, people. 57-46, 9 to go. Todd now looking to burn some time, and he takes Blakeney to the hole. His layup's no good, but from catch-up position, RJ fouled him.
This is what confuses me, Ted. Like, he's picking him up way too far out. There's really no need to be putting pressure on him 40 feet away from the basket. He's not shooting threes. Back up and pick him up at the 3-point line, and that will eliminate him getting ahead of steam.
2 shots for Todd. He's 2 for 2 from the line. First one's good. Taryn Todd today, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. 58-46.
And I don't think that tells the story of what a good player he is, Ted. He's kind of, I bet the coaches feel he's their best player because he's on the floor the whole time. He has the ball a lot.
Second one's no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. And Jaden Johnson's quickly into the front court to the foul line, down the left side, pulls up the dribble right there, scoops it back to Blakeney, floater, no good. Monarchs can't throw it in the ocean from a boat. Here's Ford, leaving for Hill, back to Ford on the right blocks, pass into the corner, Feltz drives left baseline, picks up the dribble right there, back outside to Todd, 18 to shoot, everybody should settle down. Jab step from Todd against Jaden Johnson, shoots the three over him, and hits it. Wow.
Well, you have to admire their patience as a team, Ted. They reversed the ball. A couple guys had opportunities to take what would have been 4 shots, and they waited and got a good shot.
And they're hitting 22-footers. Monarchs can't hit 6-footers. There's Duragordon, no good. Rebound Nelson. One and done for the Monarchs as we go under 8 minutes, 61-46, Arkansas State. Old Dominion 25%, 14 for 55 shooting field goals, and I think at least 20 of those have been within 8 feet. And here's Terrence Ford, who's had himself a night. Down the right lane he goes, gets Duragordon up in the air, fades, fires, and hits. Terrence Ford has 19. He had just 12 points in the last 6 games combined. He's got 19 tonight, and this crowd is just about had it. 63-46, 7:35 to play on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Come around to brighter days.
Clear.
We've got the tools, technology, and people to help you reach your life goals. As a Chartway member, you'll not only get great rates on savings and auto and home loans, but flexible checking options too. And you'll also be supported by people who live and work right here in Hampton Roads. Get started now and unlock your possible. Find your time to shine today at Chartway.com. Chartway Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility subject to verification.
Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of ODU Athletics. Just like a football team needs a strong game plan, you need a reliable team to guide you through the home buying process. With Howard Hanna's Buy and Borrow Bundle, they've got your back every step of the way. Their agents are there to help you navigate the field, save time and money, and help you score that winning touchdown, a new home.
But
As
what
the
makes
market
this
leaders,
disappointing,
buyers,
Ted,
and
is
sellers
Arkansas
trust
State's
Howard
doing
Hanna
this
to be their
without
home team.
arguably the
Visit
best player playing.
howardhanna.com/GoMonarchs
Yeah.
today.
Toyota Thon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4.
You can't miss
all with
layups.
great MPGs.
You can't miss
or hop in a
4-foot
rugged
loaders.
Tacoma or
You can't
Tundra,
miss
ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the
41
holidays.
shots.
Visit buyatoyota.com for local
When you
inventory.
only take
Great
55.
10.
January 6th, Toyota. Let's go places.
5, 4, 3.
Sports Radio Network.
Under Armour is proud to outfit Old Dominion University basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see the Under Armour full range of performance gear and footwear. 63-46. This game was tied at 34. So what is it, 29-12, the run for the Red Wolves in the last 9 minutes or so? And the Monarchs, another drought, 2 minutes, and they're shooting 25% from the field.
And 19% in the second half, Ted. They really haven't had good shots. I actually think this last timeout might have been the angriest I've seen Coach Jones this entire season. He is trying to fire them up because they look collectively like they're dead in the water, and he's trying to get them going.
He'll send out Stephon Walker, Sean Duragordon, Jaden Johnson, R.J. Blakeney, and Robert Davis Jr. Old Dominion 3 for 22 from 3. No quick fixes here tonight at Chartway Arena. Duragordon to Blakeney, guarded by the taller Hill. Hands the ball to Duragordon. Weaving at the top. Sean weaves his way down the right side. Layup is up and no good. Another missed layup for Old Dominion. And it'll be Monarch basketball, and they'll say, so they're going to have a look at it.
I don't know if they're going to have I think it's a media timeout. And I don't know why they'd be looking at that. It's not under 2 minutes.
Well, because Arkansas State wanted them to.
But we're in Norfolk, Virginia.
But they were picked to win the Sun Belt. They're the darlings of the league.
We don't want them to look at it.
63-46. Let's take a timeout, shall we?
And
7:21 to play.
They gave it to Arkansas State, Ted.
They gave the ball to them because of the jump ball thing. All right. Anything else we can do before we take a break?
Go ahead, take a break.
This is the ODU Sports Radio Network. At Centera, our
Clear.
I've had it with him,
best
Richie.
defense
He's really
starts
on
with a
me
strong
tonight.
offense. That
Well, it happens.
No, this isn't how we should
This is
start
of
the
all
new year.
sizes.
It should be nice.
Our
to
members benefit from progressive plans and
I
products.
am nice to you.
including
It's the
access
team
to
I'm having
virtual
a problem
care,
with
health
here.
and wellness
It's 3 for
programs,
22
even special
from
discount
freaking
programs.
3. I'm having a
Centera
problem.
Health Plans is the trade
It's
name
people
of
missing
Centera
little
Health Plans.
layups, not
Centera
being able to
Health
hold on
Insurance
to the
Company,
basketball when they
Centera
have a
Health
rebound. They've
Insurance
done all the hard work.
Incorporated,
Ice
and
cream and
Centera
cake is coming.
Behavioral
Just calm down.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai,
I think
Genesis,
South
and
Alabama,
Volkswagen.
I think Texas State is
Lifetime
pretty
oil
good.
changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Come around to brighter days with Chartway Credit Union. We've got the tools, technology, and people to help you reach your life goals. As a Chartway member, you'll not only get great rates on savings and auto and home loans, but flexible checking options too. And you'll also be supported by people who live and work right here in Hampton Roads. Get started now and unlock your possible. Find your time to shine today at Chartway.
10 seconds.
Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility subject to verification.
5, 4, 3.
Radio Network.
Coming up this Monday, your dreams of a Monarch basketball coaches show will come true. It's the Keeping Up with the Joneses ODU basketball coaches show with Mike Jones and Talisha Milton-Jones. This Monday, 6 o'clock at Water's Edge Winery on Hampton Boulevard in Norfolk. I'll be there. We'll be talking ODU hoops. All ODU students, faculty, staff, and alumni will receive 10% off food, beverages, and merchandise during the show Monday night, 6 o'clock, Water's Edge Winery in Norfolk. And then we'll play it back for you at 7 o'clock right here on the ODU Sports Radio Network. That's the Keeping Up with the Joneses ODU basketball coaches show this upcoming Monday. All right, 63-46, Arkansas State looking to put this one to bed. It's tied at 34. Then the Monarchs stop making shots and stop playing defense. Here's Todd. Blocked by Blakeney. Gets his own rebound. That's not a jump ball or a walk. I don't understand. Ford will take it down the right side. Missed the layup. Davis Jr. the rebound. Outlet pass Jaden Johnson on the right-hand side. Jaden takes it down the left, spins in the lane, and is fouled on his way up. And he'll go to the line for two with 6:49 to go.
Well, Jaden is continuing to attack off the dribble. You know, it would be nice if he could get into the lane and they could get Robert Davis Jr. or somebody spotting up for opposite side three.
Johnson, 14.7 rebounds, 2 assists. And he's on the line now for 2. First one's good.
You know, you have to admire that this is a hard-nosed group. If I was asked to describe Arkansas State, I think that's what I would come up with there.
1 through 10.
Well, they have good depth, and they're hard-nosed, Ted.
And Mike Jones knew that coming in, and he was teaching his guys or telling his guys, you got to be physical. And if you're going to get in this conference and have any success, you better be physical. 16 points for Jaden Johnson, ties his career high, and brings the Monarchs to within 63-48. 6:49 to go, full court pressure. Caden Diggs into the ball game. They inbound it to Dominguez. They double team him there, trying to force the turnover. He turns on the double team, throws it away to Jaden Johnson. He takes it the whole layup good. 63-50. Terrence Ford and Feltz in the backcourt. Ford beats him down. Alley-oop City, Jam City. Isaiah Nelson.
Yeah, they have to keep the ball out of Ford's hands if they want to pressure. He's too good and too quick.
Walker back to Jaden Johnson. Almost loses it. Finds it right in front of us.
Well,
Turns.
somebody has to come and catch the ball.
No one's going anywhere. No one's on it. Finally, he chucks it to Stephon Walker on the other side of the floor, and Stephon forgot the basketball and then ended up kicking it, and it's Arkansas State basketball.
Well, this is what I said to you, Ted. In that play was perfect. If you're being overplayed, you can't keep drifting further away from the basket. You have to back cut your man to try to be able to come and catch the ball.
Monarchs will get the possession here as they loop it into Walker. Walker to Blakeney. Blakeney to Robert Davis Jr. He'll hoist a 3 and no good. It's been that kind of night for Robert, as he is now 0 for 11 from the field. 5:53 to play, 65-50 Arkansas State. Oh, there's a palm. There's a palm. Nelson. And the turnover happens via Isaiah Nelson and a traveling call. And Nelson will get yanked from the game by his coach in favor of Rashad Marshall.
He can go over to the practice gym and practice some half-court shots until the bus is ready to leave, Ted.
Arkansas State off to Harrisonburg. They'll take on JMU Saturday afternoon. Monarchs will host Southern Miss here at 4 o'clock at Chartway Arena. Here's Diggs driving down the right side. Shot goes up and he's fouled. The late call there is going to be on Hill.
And that was a good, strong move by Caden, but that's one of those confusing defensive plays because it looked like the Arkansas State guy, Hill, went straight up.
Now, if that call was against Old Dominion, I'd be complaining about it.
I know you would, and I'm glad to see that you're quiet right now. You're very clear.
For many reasons.
You're very clear who our team is.
Diggs misses the first free throw. $65-50. The second one's good. So Caden Diggs is in the score sheet, and it's 65-51. Monarchs go to the full court pressure. Ford dusts past Blakeney, runs it to Jaden Johnson. Still hasn't gotten over the timeline yet. Finally does. That's some nifty dribbling. Drive just to Hill, and he's going to slam it home.
It's difficult to pressure him. I don't want to sound like a broken record, Ted, but they may want to go to a little bit of like zone type pressure because man-to-man wise, it's going to be difficult.
Johnson drives, has his shot blocked. Here comes Arkansas State, left to right. Hill into the corner. He'll pull up for a 3. One dunk and one performance, and misses the 3 there. Felts the rebound for Arkansas State to Dominguez. He'll take a right wing 3, and he'll come up short. Stephon Walker, the rebound for Old Dominion. 4:52 to go. Monarchs down 16. Here's Caden Diggs down the right side. He goes once again. His layup is again going to get blocked. No foul to bail him out this time. And Arkansas State has the basketball. Ford's had himself a great game here today. 8 for 9 from the field, Dennis.
And he looks like the least tired guy on the floor, Ted. He's in fabulous shape.
And he crosses over, bumps into Johnson. Now gets it to Hill. Felts to the elbow. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Hill. I believe an illegal screen there for his 4th. Yep. 4:20 to go. 16-point lead. The game is tied with 16:50 to go. 34-34. Then the Monarchs hit the Bermuda Triangle. Arkansas State played a little bit more consistently. Monarchs continued to throw up brick after brick. And when you shoot 25% from the field and 3 for 23 from beyond the arc, you're begging for trouble. And trouble has arrived here at Chartway Arena.
Well, and we got to hope that Arkansas State hasn't given the rest of the league a blueprint how to guard Robert Davis Jr.
Here's the foul is going to be on Terrence Ford, I believe, as it'll be his second, trying to keep Duragordon from the block area. And it'll be free throws for Sean Duragordon. 2 shots for Duragordon. Monarchs 18 for 26 from the free throw line. Arkansas State 14 for 17. First one from Sean is good. Gets him to the 20-point plateau. He's also got 8 boards and 3 assists.
I would say Sean and Jaden Johnson both have performed pretty well in their first home Sun Belt game against a team picked to win the league.
I'd agree. 21 as Duragordon hits the second one. Rico Helms back in the ball game. And Diggs in. Along with Blakeney, Davis Jr., and Walker. Monarchs will go with the full court pressure. 4:08 to go. A 14-point lead. Felts to bring it in. Gets it into Ford. They double team him. Gets the pass up to Felts. Felts almost turns it over. Spins. Picks up the dribble. and gets it to Ford. Ford downstairs to Dominguez, who flushes it home.
These guys have too many ball handles that I know I keep saying the same thing. But
That's a good point. That's a very good point, though. Here's Blakeney down the left-hand side. He'll throw it up wildly and miss it and go to the line.
This has been some of the most inconsistent officiating I've seen.
Under 4 timeout. 3:46 to play. 69-53. Arkansas State leads Old Dominion on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Atlantic Bay is all clear. They're also proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Your hometown lender loves helping Monarch break 17-17. Futures with outstanding mortgage products, local market knowledge, and service that will keep you smiling from contract to the closing table. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS 72043, NMLSConsumerAccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Welcome aboard. At Venture Tours, they are proud to take you where you need to go. Venture Tours has the right coach for any occasion, whether the event is a church outing, corporate business excursion, wedding, or school function. Venture Tours can provide coaches ranging from 21 to 81 passengers, as well as premier business seating coaches, and their sleeper coaches accommodate up to 26 people. All of their clean, well-maintained coaches are ready for any occasion. Call Venture today for your motor coach transportation needs. 757-494-1480.
At ODU Global, the journey toward your degree is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy,
I see the little ice cream cone there, and I think of
free credit evaluations help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience, so you can finish your degree
costume she was in as she played a piece of vegetable in the play. Do you remember that? You're just nodding your head. You have no idea what it is.
I thought it was a ham.
This is Old Dominion.
5, 4, 3.
Work.
ODU Athletics Seats for Service Members program presented by Diamonds Direct is aimed to offer Monarch fans a unique opportunity to give back. The Diamonds Direct Seats for Service Members program supports military members throughout the Hampton Roads community by sponsoring tickets to ODU athletic events. Every donation of $10 ensures that a seat is made available to local military groups. Join us in expressing gratitude to those who serve our community each and every day with the Diamonds Direct Seats for Service Members program. 3:46 to play, 69-53. Monarchs trailing Arkansas State here in Norfolk. And R.J. Blakeney's going to go to the free throw line, looking for his second point. 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, 1 for 4 from the foul line. He's got 3 rebounds. First one is no good.
You know, and Ted, the Arkansas State bench has outscored the Monarch bench 38-5, which has really been the story of the game, starting with Terrence Ford.
Second one is no good. Tough day for R.J. Blakeney from the free throw line, and he was here 2 hours and 15 minutes before this game tipped off shooting free throws. And it's just not happening for him tonight. All right, 3.5 to go. Taryn Todd, left elbow. Marshall wide open on the pick and roll, and he flushes it home. No defensive help there.
Arkansas State has a good team, Ted. I know it's stating the obvious, but
Jaden Johnson blocked. Here's Taryn Todd, 1-on-3. Waits for his mate. Smart basketball there as well. They've got experience. They played together. They've had success together. This is a team that was down 27 in the second half at UAB, came back to win.
And a team that won at Memphis.
Won at Memphis convincingly. Ford down the left-hand side. Blocked by Blakeney. Comes to Marshall. Marshall into the corner. This is Dominguez. One bounce toward Marshall. Knocked out of bounds. 5 to shoot. 2:49 to play. Dura-Gordon in, digs out.
You know, I would almost, if I was Coach Jones, which I'm not, I would think about getting Jaden Johnson out, knowing that we got to come back and play Saturday afternoon.
First time since the Islands they'll be playing games so close to each other. Feltz leans in, fires a 3. That's no good as the shot clock was winding down. Blakeney with the rebound, and he's going coast to coast. Down the left-hand side he goes, and he's going to have the shot blocked and get bailed out by a foul. But in many ways, if you're an Arkansas State fan, you'd prefer to see Blakeney on the free throw line than anywhere else on the floor.
Well, but again, Ted, that's one of those predetermined plays.
Yep.
Almost as soon as he got the rebound, you know he wasn't passing it.
R.J. Blakeney with 2 shots.
RJ will try again at the line where he's 1 for 6. First one, good. When you see that Robert Davis Jr. only has 3 free throws, and Blakeney has 2 points, and Stephon Walker has 4 points, you're going to have trouble winning games.
No doubt.
Second one, no good. And it's about as quiet as it gets here at Chartway Arena.
Well, I think that stretch midway through this half really took the air out of the building, Ted.
Yeah, well, it's that Bermuda Triangle area, Dennis. 16 minutes and below. That next segment is curtains for Old Dominion on numerous occasions. There has been this season. The learning continues as Todd steps back and hits a 3. Effortless. He's got 15, and it's 74-54. Is this the largest lead, David?
Yes.
Here's Blakeney. Back to Davis. He'll take a long 3 and hit it. And a timeout's called by Mike Jones. The longest 3 he's taken all night was right there.
Well, and again, you don't like to say that. I hate to keep hopping on this, but, Robert's got a little bit of feeling sorry for himself, and he's too good a player. He has to fight through these stretches. This team has guarded him extremely well. He's going to have to learn from this, recognize how they're going to guard him, and change up a little bit how he's going to get free.
And there are ways to make teams pay for doing this type of good guarding, isn't there?
Yeah, but again, you can't keep drifting further away from the basket, Ted. You got to back.
No, I'm saying by helping you get your teammates involved.
No doubt about it, yes.
But yeah, just taking longer shots to create more space for yourself probably isn't the best way to go.
It'd be over in the parking garage if this game goes another half hour.
Vitatis Zegas into the ball game for Old Dominion, as is Donovan Raymond. They'll join Jaden Johnson, Sean Duragordon, and Robert Davis Jr. Full court pressure with V guarding Feltz. They bring it into Todd, and Todd is into the front court. Under 2 minutes to play here in Norfolk, 74-57 Arkansas State. They're going to go to 11-3, 2-0 in the league. Monarchs will drop to 5-9, 1-1 in conference play. Both back in action Saturday. Monarchs host Southern Miss. Arkansas State at James Madison. Todd will let the shot clock go down to 5 and 4 and get into the lane and throw it up with the left hand and draw the foul with 2 on the shot clock. Veteran play there from the senior Todd out of Ontario. Had 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists against the Monarchs in the Red Wolves' win over ODU last year. Tonight, he's got 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Up in Harrisonburg, a game that folks are keeping an eye on as Todd hits his first free throw. James Madison leads Southern Miss with 3:06 to play, 75-64 at the Atlantic Union Center. Again, Arkansas State will head there, and Southern Miss will come here. Second free throw is good. 76-57. Highest scoring team in the Sun Belt. And whenever you say things like that, Monarchs are the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the Sun Belt. You've got to take it with a grain of salt because everybody hasn't played the same type of competition. And so take it with a grain of salt, but this team can score, and we've seen how.
Yeah, and I think that, those type of statements get a little more clarity as the year goes along where everybody's played everyone else.
No doubt. It's like a staggered start in a relay. Here's Diggs to the right baseline, turns, fires, and misses. And the rebound comes down to Cameron Johnson, getting some time for the Red Wolves, as is Zane Butler into the ball game. Justin Johnson also getting some time as we go into a minute. And Terrence Ford runs the attack against Rico Helms. Down the right-hand side against Diggs. Goes baseline, brings it outside. Butler gets it back to Ford from the foul line, throws it off glass and in. And isn't that just perfect?
Well, it makes him 9 for 10, I think, from the floor, Ted.
With the shot clock winding down, he had no shot, just threw it in from the foul line off the glass to make it a 78-57 ball game. Raymond hands the ball back to Zegas. Zegas to Raymond, and he'll flush it home. Donovan Raymond on the score sheet.
And a nice pass by Z.
78-59. And Brian Hodgson says we are going to wind it out. Shot clock off, 15 seconds to go. Hislin's going to go in the history books as a 78-59 victory for Arkansas State. They will now be 3-1 against Old Dominion all time and get set for a trip to Harrisonburg. Final score, 78-59. Arkansas State beats the Monarchs. ODU basketball postgame show next on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
This presentation of Old Dominion Basketball Monarch Partners, Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Cox Business, you have what it takes, and at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help manage it all. Chartway Credit Union, we're more than a bank, we're where you belong. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global. ODU Global, education for your world. Visit online.odu.edu.
Your flagship home for ODU basketball. WVSP-FM HD1 Yorktown. Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1.
Now it's time for the Monarch
10 seconds.
Highlights, interviews, stats, scores, our play of the game, and more.
5, 4, 3.
The ODU Sports Radio Network.
We're live at Chartway Arena on the campus of Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. It's the Monarch basketball postgame show as the Monarchs fall to Arkansas State tonight in Sun Belt Conference men's action, 78-59. Dennis Wolf alongside. And Dennis, another opportunity for the Monarchs to do some learning against the team picked to win the league.
Well, I think they got an idea of what an elite defensive team is going to look like in this league. Good depth, good length. Each guy defended his position extremely hard, even when it wasn't going their way offensively, and they essentially wore the Monarchs down as the game went along.
I talked to Matt Stoltz, who's the play-by-play guy for Arkansas State, talked to the head coach, Brian Hodgson. I said, what's the difference between this team that's off to a 10-3 start and last year's team that went 20-17? And they both said, first thing, defense. And you mentioned that off the top, and they showed it to us tonight, top to bottom, all through the depth.
Well, you know, if you're as a point of emphasis as a coach that Robert Davis Jr. is one of the best three-point shooters in the country.
And he said that in the pregame.
And your goal is to take him away. They couldn't have done a better job taking him away if they, he was essentially 0 for 11 when, other than that deep, at end of the game 3. And, I think the lesson for Robert is going to be he's going to face this type of hounding defense by any team that's capable of guarding like that. So he's going to have to figure out how to get himself free and how to contribute a little bit on offense without just running off screens.
16:52 left in this second half. The game was tied 34-34 as the Monarchs have come all the way back from a 14-point deficit. But then Arkansas State finishes the ball game on a 44-25 run, and they win 78-59. Monarchs now 1-1 in Sun Belt Conference play. Arkansas State 2-0 in the league. This is the Monarch basketball postgame show on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Claire.
For some, it's just a game. But it's more. It's knowing a team can do more than any one individual can do alone. We agree, and that's how we play. At Town Bank, we believe in partnering with you. We support your dreams, and we prove it every day by helping make dreams reality. Town Bank and the Town family of companies, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC.
As the leader in modern indoor comfort across Monarch Nation, Bryant strives to help ODU fans discover premium home comfort. At Bryant, they're focused on their customers' needs, and they offer a proven track record of success, just like your ODU Monarchs. Bryant Indoor Comfort Solutions are designed, built, and supported by a network of industry experts across the state of Virginia. To find your local expert, visit BryantCoolsODU.com. Bryant is the official heating and cooling partner of ODU Athletics.
High-Val Industries has been proudly serving the military and commercial customers in the Hampton Roads area for over 45 years. High-Val specializes in the hydraulic and mechanical repairs on all military and commercial marine vessels. The company's ability to perform efficient, high-quality workmanship and interact as a valuable team player has earned the respect and confidence of its prime contractors, partners, and commercial customers.
Go ahead.
That's why High-Val and the Monarchs are a
We're
winning
commercials now,
combination.
yeah.
Come join High-Val in supporting all of your ODU teams. Look them up at www.highval.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never...
10 seconds.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Back live at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion falls to Arkansas State in Sun Belt Conference men's basketball action. 78-59, the final score. All right, Dennis, the Monarchs shoot 4 for 24 from beyond the arc. That's 16.7%. Is it really good defense? Really bad shot selection, wrong people taking the shots?
I'd say it's really good defense to start, so you have to credit Arkansas State. I think in some instances they were the wrong guys taking shots too early in the shot clock. You know, stats that stuck out to me is that if you take Sean Durgordon, Jaden Johnson out, who will combine 11 for 27, the rest of the team was 5 for 37. Which is an incredible stat, and it's going to be extremely difficult to win any games if that's what the numbers look like.
Another look at the numbers just to sort of tell you what happened in the second half. Monarchs out-rebounded the Red Wolves in the first 20 minutes, 26-17, and end up losing the rebounding battle to Arkansas State, 46-43. Coming up on our Monarch basketball post-game show, we will hear from head coach Mike Jones. We'll get you numbers, we'll get you scores, and we'll get you set for our next broadcast, which will be Saturday. Plus, our play of the game is coming up, all after a Monarch 78-59 loss to Arkansas State on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
You are the one.
Clear.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. Where you lead, they follow. And when you take care of yourself, they can stay healthy and strong, like you. You are the center of their universe. And the first step to their good health is yours. Bon Secours, primary specialty and emergency care. Healthcare for the universe of you.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing. A 3-day money-back guarantee and a seamless, one-person, one-price, one-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge. Only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Ashley has your ultimate game plan to bring home the style and comfort and create your perfect space to entertain this season. Score big savings on everything for your home with hundreds of styles in stock and ready for delivery from Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Shop all 6 Ashley in the new Ashley outlets in Hampton Roads and start saving big today.
Atlantic Bay is all in for home ownership. They're also 30 seconds. Athletics. Your hometown lender loves helping Monarch alumni, the Hampton Roads community, and beyond. Create strong financial futures with outstanding mortgage products, local market knowledge, and service that will keep you smiling from contract to the closing table. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind since 1996. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, 10 seconds. LessConsumerAccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
This
5, 4, 3.
Radio Network.
And we welcome you back to Chartway Arena. Monarchs fall to Arkansas State 78-59, the final score. We're pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Monarch men, Mike Jones. And, Coach, this was a ball game where you fell behind, climbed back into it, and then couldn't throw it in the ocean from a boat. Good defense, bad shot selection, a little bit of everything. Your thoughts on this one?
We picked the wrong night against the wrong team. to not be able to shoot the ball well, and in all facets. We didn't finish at the rim, we didn't make our threes, we didn't make our free throws. It's just a tough night to have that happen to us, but we got to get over it and get ready to have a great practice tomorrow and get ready for Saturday.
That stretch in the second half, Mike, where it got away, what did you think was the primary thing that fell apart there?
Just our discipline. Staying down on shot fakes on guys that we wanted to have to shoot over top of us. And we did a really good job in the first half. They had 3 offensive rebounds at halftime. I believe at the under 12 media, they had 10 offensive rebounds. So they got 7 in 8 minutes. Like, that's not going to get it. That's also not who we are. We're a much better team than that. We've shown it. And again, we weren't disciplined tonight, and it cost us.
You mentioned in preparation for this game your desire for the guys to be really physical and know they're going to be involved in a physical basketball game. How would you grade that part of it?
The beginning of the game, really good. They couldn't score. We did a really good job. Anytime you get to the first media against a team like Arkansas State and they have 0 points, you're taking it to them. I think we missed our opportunity there because we had 5 points. We should have had 15. We kind of gave them a little bit of a break there, and if they're looking up in the scores a little bit, they're in a little bit deeper of a hole. That changes the whole outlook that they have. And but again, a couple of things that we're going to take away are, I believe we can clearly see we can play with anybody, but we have to be a better, much more disciplined team, and we're going to work our asses off to do that. Excuse me.
Well, and again, you have to credit Jaden and Sean. Both played with a lot of energy, with a lot of physicality, and it's going to be important, I'm sure, from your perspective, to get more guys involved.
Yeah, tonight was one of those games where you start looking up at the score and it's like, all right, do you get these guys out ready for Saturday? But we've also seen ourselves claw back in a very quick amount of time late in the game, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to have that happen again. So it's that give and take. Hopefully we can do our job to not be in that position to have to worry about that in the future. But again, we're going to get back to it tomorrow and get ready for Saturday.
Saturday, 4 o'clock, Southern Miss comes to town. Lots of prep between now and then. What do you want the guys to be thinking when their heads hit the pillow tonight?
Turn the page. If you didn't make your free throws today, I expect to see you early in the morning in there getting free throws up, if not late tonight. But get your rest. And again, they've already heard it from me, and they're going to hear from me again tomorrow. We have to be more disciplined.
Thank you, Coach. We'll see you on Saturday.
All right, go Monarchs.
That's head coach Mike Jones. Monarchs fall to Arkansas State tonight, 78-59. They're 1-1 in Sun Belt Conference play. Looking forward to the Golden Eagles, who will fly in here Saturday afternoon. Monarchs and Southern Miss tip it off Saturday at 4 o'clock. We'll continue live from Chartway Arena in Norfolk in a moment on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Toyota Thumb is clear. Perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus.
Can I run my play of the game idea past you?
Yes.
The perfect.
How about the series of the block shots by Dura Gordon?
Sure.
Real exciting sounding. Led to a foul at the other end. That's where we got the 3 free throws that actually tied the game.
Perfect.
Subject to Cox Business General terms.
At the Fish and Pig, they have the finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District.
Correct.
Fishandpig/Norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
At Centera, our goal is to improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
5, 4, 3.
Radio Network.
Time for a look at our final stats. Have the Monarchs fall to Arkansas State 78-59. First of all, for our visitors from Jonesboro, 3 players in double figures led by Terrence Ford Jr., number 11, was 9 for 10 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers in 30 minutes of play. Terrence Ford Jr. had one heck of a game for the Red Wolves tonight. Number 6, Taryn Todd had 17 points on 5 for 17 shooting. He was 2 for 6 from 3, 5 for 6 from the foul line, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 2 turnovers for number 6, Taryn Todd. The other Arkansas State player in double figures was number 45, DeAndre Dominguez. He was 5 for 7 shooting, 1 for 2 from 3, 0 for 1 from the foul line, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and a turnover, 1 block shot as well for number 45, DeAndre Dominguez. Other scores, 9 points for number 0, Rashad Marshall, 2 for 5 from the field, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 block shots for number 0, Rashad Marshall. 6 points for number 35, Isaiah Nelson, 2 for 9 shooting, 0 for 1 from 3, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 turnovers for number 35, Isaiah Nelson. Number 3, Darian Ford had 6 points on 1 for 8 shooting. He was 0 for 2 from 3, 4 for 4 from the foul line, 6 points and 3 rebounds for number 3, Darian Ford. 8 points tonight for number 1, Josh Hill, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and a turnover for number 1, Josh Hill. Avery Felts did not score. He was 0 for 1, but had 2 rebounds and a block tonight, number 10, Avery Felts. Number 2, Justin Johnson did not score. Number 13, Cameron Johnson did not score. Number 4, Cody Head did not score. Number 7, Zane Butler did not score. Arkansas State goes 27 for 62 from the field. That's 43.5%. 8 for 18 from 3, 44%. 16 for 19 from the foul line. That is 84%. They out-rebounded Old Dominion 46-43. They assisted on 11 of their 27 made shots. Turned it over 8 times. Monarchs cashed those miscues in for 12 points. Also 1 steal and 6 block shots for the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, who see their record improve to 11-3 overall, 2-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. Now for the Monarchs of Old Dominion University, 2 players in double figures. Number 6, Sean Dura-Gordon, had 21 points on 5 for 13 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3, 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, no turnovers for number 6, Sean Dura-Gordon. Number 10, Jaden Johnson had 18 points on 6 for 14 shooting, 1 for 2 from 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 2 turnovers for number 10, Jaden Johnson. No other Monarch had more than 6 points. Robert Davis Jr., number 4, 1 for 12 from the field, 1 for 10 from 3, 3 for 3 from the foul line, 6 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, and a turnover. 4 points for number 0, Stephon Walker, 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, 0 for 1 from the foul line, 4 points, 10 rebounds, an assist, and a block shot for number 0, Stephon Walker. 4 points also for number 23, R.J. Blakeney, who was 0 for 4 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3, 2 for 8 from the foul line. 2 points for R.J. He had 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 block shots for the Monarchs here this evening. And let us see here. 1 point for Caden Diggs, 0 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He had that 1 point. Donovan Raymond had 2 points on 1 for 1 shooting. And Caleb Swanton-Roger had 2 points on 1 for 4 shooting. He also had 4 rebounds, an assist, 4 block shots, and 1 turnover with those 2 points. And we can also tell you that Ben Nacy did not score in his 2 minutes of action. Rico Helms did not score in his 2 minutes, and Vitatas Zigas in his 2 minutes did not score. Monarchs shoot 26.6% from the field, 17 for 64. They were 4 for 24 from beyond the arc. That's 16.7%. And they were 21 for 32 from the foul line. That's 65.6%. They assisted on 9 of their 17 made buckets, turned it over 7 times, only led to 6 points for Arkansas State. Old Dominion also 2 steals and 8 block shots. Put it all together, and the Monarchs fall to 5-9 overall, 1-1 in Sun Belt Conference play, 78-59 the final score. The Red Wolves winning here in Norfolk. And we're pleased to be joined by one guy who has to be really tired in 36 minutes. He put up those 18 points and 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Jaden Johnson, I'm sure you're exhausted. It was a physical ball game, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Tell me about this battle against the team picked to win the league.
Coming into the game, we definitely knew it was going to be a battle. We knew they were a great team. So we knew it was going to be that type of game. And we just tried to come out and just, match their intensity. But, so it's all good.
And again, for the most part, until you got into the mid-stretch of the second half, we thought, from our vantage point, it looked like you did. What did you see that got away from you guys at that point?
I would just say a little bit of lack of discipline, going for pump fakes, little stuff that we talked about. I would just say it was a little stretch of lack of discipline that we had, and it affected us. It cost us.
When you see those little stretches begin and feel them, you want them to stop as soon as possible, but sometimes they can't. Do you feel sort of the game slipping away a little bit, or does the intensity or anxiety build in those moments?
I wouldn't really say it builds. It's definitely a situation where you want it to stop, but our mentality is just, just taking one play at a time. If we can come down and score, we can stop their run. That'd be good for us. So that's really our mindset.
And one of the things based on my experiences in basketball, Jaden, it's important for all the guys to not carry over a bad play on one end and compound it by a bad play on the other end. So, if you miss a shot or you can't get your offense going, then you got to dig in on the defensive end. And hopefully that'll be a mindset. I'm sure you guys also talk about that in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That would definitely be our mindset. Coach Jones preaches that next play mentality, get it back on the other end. So, yeah, that's definitely our mindset.
Conference play, here we go. Not too long to worry about this one. You got to think about these Golden Eagles. What will you do between now and Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock to get physically ready?
First, just, make sure everybody gets their rest and then come back tomorrow for practice and just lock in on what we have to do for Saturday to come get a win.
You have to, and if I can give you any advice, because you're my favorite guy on this team, stay off your feet between now and Saturday afternoon. You played 38 minutes, hard minutes. So it may not seem like it, even walking around will tire you out. So
yes, sir.
Just sit down and lay down and watch TV.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, Jaden Johnson. Appreciate it. We'll see you Saturday.
You guys.
All right, that's Jaden Johnson joining us after the Monarchs fall to Arkansas State 78-59. That's why I have really comfortable chairs for these folks to come and sit in afterwards, so they get off their feet a little bit, get the rest.
So Chartway consulted you on all the furniture in here, in addition to everything else they've consulted you on?
Yes, therapeutic. That's our aim here.
Got it.
The post-game show.
I find you therapeutic, so I hope everyone else does.
I need therapeutic after this broadcast. Monarchs fall to Arkansas State 78-59. We'll continue in a moment on the ODU Sports Radio Network.
You're good.
Atlantic Orthopedic Clear, and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spine and scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists is proud to be the team physicians for Old Dominion University.
For some, it's just a game. But it's more. It's knowing a team can do more than any one individual can do alone. We agree, and that's how we play. At Town Bank, we believe in partnering with you. We support your dreams, and we prove it every day by helping make dreams reality. Town Bank and the Town family of companies, serving others, enriching lives.
Going on.
Member FDIC.
As the leader in
100%.
modern indoor comfort across Monarch Nation, Bryant
coaches.
strives to help ODU fans discover premium home comfort. At Bryant,
You'd like me
they're
to be
focused
quiet?
on their
Yeah.
customers' needs, and they
For your
offer
own
a
sake.
proven track record of
And mine.
success, just like your ODU
Okay.
Monarchs. Bryant Indoor Comfort Solutions
Silence
are
is
designed,
golden.
built, and supported by a network of industry experts across the state of Virginia. To find your local expert, visit BryantCoolsODU.com. Bryant is the official heating and cooling partner of ODU Athletics.
Toyota Thon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need
That's
to
a really
haul
nice
home for
place
the
to have a
holidays.
show at.
Visit
It's right over by my
buyatoyota.com
house.
for local inventory, great deals,
I'm
and
not
more.
invited.
But hurry, offers
It is
end
a nice
January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
Stand by. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
Network.
Want to remind you that this Monday night we're making history with the Keeping Up with the Joneses ODU Basketball Coaches Show. Mike Jones, Talisha Milton-Jones, and yours truly at Water's Edge Winery on Hampton Boulevard. 6 o'clock, join us for insights into the men's and women's basketball programs here at Old Dominion University. We'll reflect on this past weekend, look ahead as well. We'll be at Water's Edge Winery on Hampton Boulevard, 6 o'clock Monday night. All ODU students, faculty, staff, and alumni receive 10% off food, beverages, and merchandise during the show Monday night at Water's Edge Winery in Norfolk. And if you can't be at the show in person, hear the show Monday night at 7 on Sports Radio 94.1. Tonight, it's a 78-59 loss to Arkansas State. Still to come on the Monarch Basketball postgame show, our play of the game, and Richie Somerville will look at the scoreboard. This is the ODU Sports Radio Network.
Clear.
With Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy.
Is there going to be a need for Mike's post-game interview?
Watering already. Ooh, too
Just
hot.
in case, yeah.
We've all been there.
All right.
With Pepsi.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. Where you lead, they follow. And when you take care of yourself, they can stay healthy and strong, like you. You are the center of their universe. And the first step to their good health is yours. Bon Secours, primary specialty and emergency care. Healthcare for the universe of you.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing. A 3-day money-back guarantee and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge. Only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Come around to brighter days with Chartway Credit Union. We've
Richie,
got the
what Southern
tools,
Miss do, you know?
technology, and people to help
I know.
you reach your life goals. As a Chartway member, you'll not only
Correct.
home loans, but flexible checking options too. And you'll also be supported by people who live and work right here in Hampton Roads. Get started now and unlock your possible. Find your time to shine today at chartway.com. Chartway Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility subject to verification.
5.
Thank you, Rich.
4.
Have a good night.
3. Thank you.
Back at Chartway Arena, 78-59 the final score. Arkansas State comes in and remains unbeaten in Sun Belt Conference play. Monarchs fall to 1-1. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here. And Dennis, thoughts about what you heard from Jaden Johnson and Mike Jones in our postgame?
Well, clearly Jaden is on the same page as Coach Jones. I think, you and I talked about it during the broadcast that it was clear Mike was not happy with the lack of discipline in that stretch that it got away from the Monarchs. So, I think Jaden is someone that is going to take to heart what the coaches say. Again, it's going to be a work in progress. This was a very, very good defensive team, particularly on the perimeter. They were able to rotate guys on Robert Davis Jr. in particular and make it difficult for him the entire night. So, I don't know if there'll be a lot of teams in the conference that have that type of depth, but it is a strategy that I think the Monarchs will see more from the other teams.
Monarchs fell behind by 14 in the first half, battled all the way back to tie the game at 34, showed some gumption there, but then something we've seen a couple of times, some mishandled rebounds, some missed layups, some bad shooting. And that reared its ugly head against a good team. That's going to cost you, and it did tonight. Let's get to our Checkered Flag play of the game. What do you think?
There's that flurry where...
it was a flurry, wasn't it?
I would call it a flurry where Dura Gordon blocked a few shots, and it led to a run out.
It's our checkered flag play of the game. But Arkansas State comes away with it.
Clear
to build on this lead. Ford to the hole. Lefty blocked by Swanton Roger again. Nelson comes up with it again. Another chance for Arkansas State with 7 to shoot. Nelson puts it on the block by Swanton Roger again. Who's going to come up with it? Here's Jaden Johnson spinning over the midcourt stripe. Leaves it for Robert Davis. The three. No good. But a foul is called, and they'll go to the line for not 1 or 2, but for 3. It's our checkered flag play of the game.
And it was my bad. It was Callum that blocked the shots, not Sean. So
he had 4 tonight. 4th time this season he's had 4 blocked shots in one game.
And he really seemed to be the victim of a couple of calls that went against him that took him out of the game.
So we turn the page, as Bob Seeger would sing so wonderfully, and it's Southern Miss on Saturday afternoon. 3:30 Toyota pregame show, 4 o'clock tip-off.
And this will be another interesting test because this will be a team that, is kind of where we are in terms of finding themselves. So, it'll be a very good opportunity to get back on track.
Dennis, Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Same to you, Ted.
That's going to do it for our broadcast from here at Chartway tonight. We thank you so much for tuning in. Special thanks to our ODU Sports Properties crew, David Jones and Justin Ross and Sarah Harris, also Jonathan Agnello, Eric Bohannon from ODU Sports Information, also Pierce Yarbury, to Dave Strickland and Richie Somerville and Dennis Wolf. Thanks to you guys for your help here today. This is Ted Alexander. Good night from Chartway Arena. One more time, the final score. Arkansas State comes to Norfolk and defeats the Monarchs 78-59. We'll talk Saturday afternoon at 3:30 for the Southern Miss game from Chartway. Now let's head across town to Virginia Beach in our Monarch Game Day studios. One more time with a look at the scoreboard. Here's Richie Somerville.
Ted, thanks a lot. Let's go ahead and check out what was happening for the ODU women's basketball.